Hi, welcome back to ye. Stay on target. I be your host, Pirate Dusty Bones, some like to call me. Anyway, thank you for being here tonight with us tonight. So many tonights. We're excited. I'm so excited I can't even get my speechy words out. But let's jump into things. Let's batten down the hatches and set sail on this here show. We've got a question of the week. Skeleton Crew? Skeletons? Where? Skeleton Crew episode 1 and 2 review. And AVAST! We be honored to share some exclusive news with ya from Archangel Epics. Oh, man. The creators of Brightstar. We're truly honored by that. So let's weigh anchor and meet the crew. Let's meet the crew. All right. So, golly gee, my eyes be bad tonight. I'm trying to read my. Give me a second here, homies. All right. Ye first crewmate, who be quick with his tongue, and none other than the scallywag himself. It's Crimson Sith Nick.
Yarr, it's me, Crimson Sith Nick.
You be back from the plague. Eh?
Back from the plague. Back from the dead.
Back from the...
You might even say.
Some would say that.
Some would say it.
I sometimes say that. He's only mostly dead, especially if you're frozen in carbonite.
Gar.
Which he was for many weeks there.
Many a week.
Many a week. A fortnight. And next to him, we have the infamous Darth Vader and the lovable Battery the Gonk. Oh, you know that sound.
It's intimidating. Every time.
You know, I once came across him on the 7 Seas, and he be boarding my ship, and I heard that sound, and I'd be glad I was wearing me brown pants that night. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Just like today.
He's actually the one who I lost my eye to. But we're great pals now, aren't we there, Vades? Yes, we be. As you can tell with his ominous breathing.
With his ominous silence.
And breathing.
It's very rhythmic.
It's very rhythmic. Sometimes, you know, if you don't think about it too much, it can put you to sleep at night. It's a nice sound machine.
Whatever you say.
I sometimes have problems sleeping, but don't worry about that. Also, we have Gonk. Battery, he's with us tonight. How you doing tonight, Battery? I love it.
I love it.
He's the one who really powers the ship.
He's got a lot of stuff to say.
He's got a lot of stuff to say. And last but definitely not least, we be having the one, the only at the helm of the ship. It be Dangerous Dan, the pistol-proof pilot.
What's up? Pistol-proof Dan is here. That's right. How you guys doing? Are you having fun? I'm having fun listening to Dustin be a pirate and having fun back at Studio A. Fact checker just told us that Studio A is looking sharp. Thank you so much. Looks like Hannah Roll says, "Hi, Vades. What's up?" And Tim Erkins is very happy for Gonk, I must say. So I'm happy that you're all here. I'm happy that these guys are here. I'm even happy that Vader is breathing down my neck. So this is a good time. It's going to be fun. We got a good show to talk about.
Ooh.
We got a great show to talk about. A lot of many things.
Chills every time.
It's going chills. He chills me to the bone. Shiver me timbers. And anyway, who's with us tonight?
Oh.
We got the great gonkers out there. That's what they tell me. Me hearties, me swashbucklers who'll be in the chat with us tonight. Danny boy, do you want to let me know?
I'm bringing in these chats.
You're bringing them in right now. Look at that. I love it. Keep going. Sorry.
Hannah Roll says, "Hi, Barry." I believe Barry is referring to Gonk Master General.
Yes.
Battery.
That'd be her nickname for Battery, which we can call him Barry. I like that as well.
That's right. Sonia says, "Hi, Nick."
Hello.
What's up, Nick?
Hello.
Hello,
Governor.
Governor.
Oh, my goodness. Skylark is here.
Skylark.
What fun. I think she was referring to somebody else's comment.
Yep.
Maybe she's just having fun with us tonight.
That's right.
Yep.
And
That's fun too.
And the fact checker is saying hello to Skylark. But
What's
no,
up, fact checker?
that's right.
Yes, as you know, fact checker's not in the studio with us tonight, unfortunately. She be on an adventure, a grand adventure, kind of like the show we be watching and talking about later. So, but she is in the chat, so
As a matter
be
of fact,
kind.
there's even a special image for the fact checker.
There it is.
If this scene looks familiar, maybe you'll recognize it from a certain show, right?
Yep.
Very familiar.
Super familiar.
I'm going on an adventure.
going on an adventure.
I love it. I
So,
love it.
Hope you're doing well on your adventure, fact checker.
Yes, and we have Hannah and many moderators with us tonight.
That's
Nice
right.
Guy, Skylark. So be kind in those comments,
right.
or they be rocking you right off the plank.
And if we like your comment, yeah, Night Sky was here. We can add it in now. This is kind of a fun new feature. So we're
Dumbo looks
gonna be watching. So
Oh.
if we see anything interesting, it's coming in.
It's coming in.
So,
We're
coming
trying
in
out.
hot.
We're trying out a new system. Dan's been working real hard behind the scenes.
right.
Pilot Dan, and it's looking impressive. I do be saying.
And it's not crashing.
It be not crashing.
Don't say anything too
I'm
loudly.
not supposed to say it too loud.
You said
though.
it first.
That's true. Yep. It's gonna be a fun adventure.
It would be.
Excursion.
Adventure. Let us know if everything sounds good and looks good from your end. It looks like we're not hearing any complaints. So if something breaks, please yell at us in the chat and we will pay attention.
Arr!
People are just screaming internally.
All righty then. Well, let's jump into things tonight. We got lots to get to, so. Me brown pants.
Me brown pants.
Oh my goodness. Shiver me timbers, that man is terrifying. Is he more machine than man, Nick?
Yes.
Are you more Nick than Crimson Sith?
Yes.
I love it.
I love. How long are you going to keep this pirate accent?
We're going to keep going for a little bit here.
for a little bit.
Just a wee little bit.
For a little bit.
All right, well, let's get into the question of the week.
Question.
Arr.
We're in it.
Sorry.
Oh, we don't have the stingers yet?
No,
Oh.
we're working on it.
We're sorry. I want to know.
Blah, blah, blah.
Here, I'll give you this one.
Perfect stinger there. I'd be loving it.
Transition.
Question is, where did we go?
We'd be jumping to hyperspace to
Oh,
get
my
to
goodness.
question of the week. So, the question of the week this week is, what would be your Star Wars pirate name? I want to hear from all y'all. Coming from me, Pirate Dusty Bones. So, I'll give you a minute to think about it. We're going to jump right over to Nick. I did give you one.
You already gave me one.
But,
yeah.
you
That's
could-
the one I'm taking.
That's the one he'd be taking?
Crimson Sith.
Yeah, I figured you might like that
They won't
one.
even know my real name. That's all they know me by.
Crimson.
The Crimson Sith.
The Crimson Sith.
Yeah.
Aye. It be fitting.
It'd be fitting.
A man of your talents.
Except I'm a little more of a brown Sith.
You be wearing your brown pants too, eh?
Yeah. I'm sitting next to Vader.
By proximity, he does make you go brown.
Brown.
What about you, Pilot Dan? The pistol proof.
So what is my favorite pirate name?
Yeah,
what is your
What
Star
would
Wars
be
pirate name?
your Star Wars pirate name?
Yeah, I would have to have the word pirate, or something like that. I have to play off of that. Just peg leg pilot. Let's just do
Nailed
that.
it.
Pistol-proof peg leg.
Pistol-proof peg leg. I don't know. Yeah, I'd be flying something or sailing something or breaking something.
He
He does all of that.
He does all of it.
At the same
and
time.
more.
Preferably at the same time. So
Yeah. Simultaneously.
He's pistol proof, but apparently not cannon proof.
Yeah, right.
Because he's missing a leg.
That's right.
Pistol proof peg leg.
Pistol-proof
No
peg
name.
leg, Dan.
Just
I'm not good at naming myself. I like to name other people. So if you have any suggestions, please throw them my way, matey.
Matey.
Arr, that'd be good. That'd be good. And Vades and Battery, we might need some pirate names for them. What? would
Yes.
be
Oh, I
them?
got one here from Skylark.
Let's jump
We
into
got
it.
Lobster Lubber
Lobster
or maybe Captain Lobster.
Yeah.
I'll go for that. Yeah, for
Captain
Lobster Dan.
Lobster.
Thank you, Skylark. I'll definitely take that one.
Captain Pinchers
to the
himself.
bank. Captain Pinchers.
himself.
He's got this. He's this episode of SpongeBob. Where he's like these hooks. Or what does he say? These refreshing my memory. They're not just for attracting mates.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's
Big
Danny.
meaty claws.
Big meaty claws. Arr.
Well, these claws ain't just for attracting mates.
Yeah, that'd be what I'd be thinking. I don't know. Sometimes I forget things.
Sometimes the sun gets to him, and he gets scurvy.
It's true.
It's true. Vitamin D deficiency. I had to think there for a second. I was like, which one is it? Is it C or D? And I'm like, D. It's D.
It's D. Go with D. Always.
C is for citrus. D is for the rays of the sun.
I love you. All right. Well, I think we're going to jump into some of these chatters out there.
Some of these.
Gonkers.
Yeah, the Gonkers. They got
I'm sure
good
they
ones.
got the greatest names of all that we ever be thinking. Or hearing, I mean.
That's right.
Or reading.
I think things. What do they be saying, Captain Pilot?
Captain Pilot.
Dan
That's right.
Lobster.
No, that's Lobster Pilot to you.
My apologies.
Captain Lobster.
Excuse me, Captain Lobster checking in.
Old Pinchers himself.
Old Pinchers himself.
Hannah says, I think I would go with Death's Dance because it sounds cool and I like to think I'd be a top tier pirate.
Arr.
Because when you're a professional pirate.
If you're going to be a professional, you better be top
don't
tier.
have to
So I like
wear a
that one.
suit.
Death's Dance. That's a good one.
Death.
Yeah.
You'll be at death's door when death.
When death dances towards you.
I can say words.
He's having an aneurysm.
I may have drowned a couple of times.
KG says, "R mateys."
Arr,
So far, yes.
matey.
What's up, KG?
What's up, KG?
Oh man, Tim Merkins.
What's up, KG?
How have I never considered my pirate name? What my pirate name would be?
Oh, a Star Wars pirate name at
The
that.
Star Wars pirate name be a little different, possibly.
That's right. And Skylark, Lady Lark for me.
Lady Lark.
Lady Lark.
Nicely done. I like it.
Speaking of larks, we like the lurkers. If you're out there lurking, we'd love to hear from you. Just once if you want to. Otherwise, no worries.
Otherwise, go away.
Get out of here
Keep
before we
working.
make you walk the plank.
Yeah.
Sonia says, my pirate name Scavenger Twilight. Half female, Jedi, Scavenger, Mandalorian, stay on target. Gonk, Battery, yes, Lobster Dan, Protect. That's right. You got all of them. Blue Cookie, Wookie Cookie.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Excellent.
Stay on target. Thank
blowing
you,
my mind.
Sonia. Yes.
Arr, nice.
Night Sky likes the Lady Lark. Beautiful.
Beautiful. I
Yes.
love these comments. You guys are fantastic.
That's
here in
right.
the comment section. Wow. Well, we got more pirates to get to. Oh,
That's right.
Keep going.
Well, nope. Tamerkins just said, "How have I never considered what my Star Wars pirate
There you
name
go.
would be?"
Yes.
You got to correct it here.
You corrected it.
That's
Correct.
I love the fact that we can see the comments so easily.
I know.
It's kind of nice. Yeah,
It
you
is
can
really
just bring
nice.
them in. And
That is awesome.
Wow.
That's
That'd be
right.
awesome.
speaking of which, Carla says, "Good evening, Stay on Target community. I love pirate."
Pirate Dustin.
You
not
take it
pilot.
away.
Not pilot.
Arr, I be loving you too there, Carla. Thank you so much for the love. I need lots of love as a pirate because
When you're a
hard to
professional
find.
pirate.
a pirate.
You need a lot of love.
You need a lot of love. Anyway.
Is that song trademarked?
Probably.
We're being taken down?
We might be
we
scallywagged
speak?
right off this show.
The most embarrassing thing
Might be
you've ever seen?
commandeered. Scene. Arrgh. All right, let's keep it moving here, though. But thank you so much for answering the question of the week, as we are going to get into lots of pirates for the Skeleton Crew. Skeleton. What a different meaning that name has even come up with so far. Esqueleto. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies. Tell your frenemies. And being a pirate, I'd have a lot of those. So we can grow this wonderful community together. Because with all of us together, we can make Star Wars
Less scurvy-like.
less scurvy like. We be getting a suntan together.
Yeah, with butter.
With I love butter.
I love butter.
Buttery goodness. Well, butter my
Sweet
biscuits.
buttery goodness.
Sweet buttery goodness and butter my biscuits, and let's keep 'em moving. All right.
Let's keep it moving.
Oh, Pirate Dusty Bones. Thank you, KG. I forget who named me that, but I did like
Dusty
it. It might have been KG.
I think it was KG.
I think it was KG. Thank you, KG. I do appreciate it. Oh, a sea shanty. I see. Almost seeing a sea shanty by the end of the night. We'll see. We shall see across these 7 seas that we be getting to here soon. Let's jump into the Skeleton Crew, Episode 1 and Episode 2. We're going to do a quick non-spoilers here. It's going to be about as fast as a flintlock pistol blowing your head off, okay?
Okay.
We're going to keep it moving. All right, I'm just going to run through a lot of things. If you want to see a reaction, we did post a reaction video online. If you haven't seen it yet, we'd love for you to see it. There'll be Pirate Dustin version and a normal version. Well, we cover all our bases here. You never know. All right, so Skeleton Crew, Episode 1. This could be a real adventure. And Episode 2, way, way out past the barrier. Those be the names. All right, so we got pirates, nostalgia, adventure. We got mystery, fun. I love a bit of fun. Comfort, coming of age, imagination. Imagination. It's very relatable, and the effects and the look of the show be top notch. They spared no expense with this crew. Aye.
Gar.
Anything you want to add there, laddies, on this real quick non-spoiler section of Skeleton Crew?
Music.
Arr.
Music.
I knew I'd forget
Literally,
It's glorious. The music is beautiful. I'm loving it.
literally leagues better than any other show that Disney has come out with.
something. Arr.
It's like 70,000 leagues even better.
Yeah.
Arr.
Isn't that
or is it 50?
isn't that 100,000?
100,000.
Leagues under the sea? I don't know how many leagues.
100,000 leagues better than any of the
Yes.
other
It's a lot of
Disney
leagues.
Star Wars shows.
That'd be a lot of water, let me tell you. I've drank enough of it.
Yeah.
It's
It's something we haven't really explored in Star Wars.
leagues.
No, pirates.
Arr.
I mean, in the Clone Wars we did. Yeah.
And there's something there we're gonna get to later about that. So you be sticking around. It'd be interesting.
But yeah, that's all I got to say.
KG here says, "What's a pirate's favorite letter?"
Arr.
I feel like there might be a curveball, a cannonball curveball, coming right for our face here.
In Arabesh, what's the pirate's favorite letter?
Still R.
I don't know. Still R, yeah.
Still pronounced R, but I don't be knowing.
That's right.
Pronounced R.
I don't know, but Tamerkin says music was great. Even got the Force theme in there for a second. Even so, I enjoyed the newness of the music, but this might not be spoilers, but there's some familiar music even, as Tamerkin's pointed out. Yes, it's pretty exciting. So
It's excellent.
I be agreeing with you there, laddie. That was a great take. Because that music, it felt so familiar. Like a warm breeze on your neck. Just like Vader when he came up behind me. And my brown pants kicked in.
There it is.
There he is. Still
Shivers every time.
Shivers me timbers every time. Arr, but yes, the music be fantastic, and we'll get into more of that in the spoiler section of the show. Anything else you want to add there, Crimson Nick?
Nope. KG does.
you missed it.
Yeah, or was it? You would think it's R, but a pirate's first love is the sea.
Aye!
Got him.
I like that.
Arr,
a
you
lot.
got us.
Gar.
We took a turn there.
For the worse.
Maybe. Arr, well, let's keep it moving here. That was our really, really quick non-spoiler section of Episode 1, Episode 2. We got to rate it, though, actually, before we move on. I forget, we always rate it. It's been a while since we've been doing one of these, especially for old pirate Dusty Bones.
Dusty Bones.
Arr, so what do you be rating this there?
Out of what?
Crimson.
Let's
How
ask
many
the
letters?
chat.
How many letters are in skeleton?
There be
8.
8, I believe.
I'll rate it 6.5 out of 8.
6.5 out of
6.5.
That's for the combined.
Yeah.
Or Skylark says 7 for 7 C's. Maybe.
7 for 7 C's.
7 for 7 C.
There you go. 6.5 out of 7.
There we go.
Arr, I like it.
Yep. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 7 for me for the first 2 episodes.
Aye.
I think because there's room to blow our socks
There
off.
is. There is.
This has a lot of potential. So for that reason, I won't go 7 or 6.5. I'll go 6.
I'll go 6.
I'll go 6.
Aye, that'd be fair there, laddie. You never mess with Dangerous Dan when he be giving his...
You mean
Rings.
Captain Lobster?
That's Captain Lobster Dan for you.
You watch out for those pinchers.
Old Pinchers himself.
Old pinchers
Old
himself.
Pinchers himself.
I love that guy.
Or must you see moving on.
Let's just see moving on. All right, I'm going to give it a... I'll split the difference and go 6.25.
6.25.
Out of 7. I agree with you both. I be thinking they setting up something good here. It's a good base we be walking on. The boards are sturdy.
The boards are
The
sturdy.
ship sails well. Not much creaking as we go. And I be enjoying it. So I'm giving it a 6.25 out of 7, leaving room for that 7 that be coming, I feel. But let us know, you gonkers, you chatters,
You rapscallions.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I love that word. Thank you.
Rapscallions.
Rapscallions. Let us know below and in the chat right now what you be thinking, what you be rating it. I want to hear from you.
Also, Pirate Dustin, do you know how to set up the poll or make the poll go live? Do you know how to do that?
No.
Me neither.
Me neither.
All right, well, just be letting us know in the chat. We'll figure it out for next week. We dearly missed the fact checker.
That's right. Fact checker mentioned it, and we're working on it. Let's see if we can set it up. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I don't know if that meant that it was already set up or if I have to set it up. So please let us know in the chat.
The fact checker. The fact checker be letting us know.
That's
She's
right.
always checking those. Checking
those checks. But
Ooh.
Bismo said something.
Pirate Dustin, let's go. We be loving you, Biz. Thank you for coming on the show and chatting with us tonight.
What's his pirate name?
I don't know. What would you... Hey, Biz, what you be naming yourself as a pirate?
A Star Wars pirate.
We want to hear from you there.
Curious.
That's a weird name.
Yeah,
to
Bismo,
have.
that's a rating for both episodes. Both episodes?
Yes.
It's kind of like one long episode,
It
right?
kind of be one
It'd kinda
movie
be one
almost.
movie, yeah.
The start of a movie.
That's right.
It is a movie.
Yeah.
How many episodes are there?
There are 8.
There will be 8.
Not 7 like they missed, like we be doing.
Is great.
That's right.
The same number of letters in skeleton
8.
is the number of episodes.
Here we go.
He's
Figured
got
out the
it.
poll.
Ask a question. Optional.
Pilot Dan, be quick with his fingies. I mean, with his pinchers.
What would you rate the first 2 episodes of Skeleton Crew? Rate Skeleton Crew. Episode 1 and 2.
You sound like a right gentleman.
I'm a governor.
I was afraid you'd be saying
pirate.
goddess there for a moment.
No. Why would I say that?
A goddess of the 7 seas.
Pirate scum.
Arr.
I think you can only add like 4 options.
We're going to find out.
4 or 3.
We be finding out there.
We shall
Dan's working hard.
find out.
All right, but yes.
Get off my
Still
ship.
in the non-spoiler section, there was much to be liking. We didn't go through the pros and cons, but we will definitely touch upon those pros and cons in the spoiler section. Not very many cons for me, just to preface, although there are still questions abound.
Questions abound, and there are a few cons.
It might be getting spicy.
They're not.
Not nearly as
They're not
bad.
spicy cons.
They're not spicy. Yeah.
They're like,
They're more nitpicks.
yeah. I agree.
Nick picks.
Nick picks. They're Nick. That be true. All right, I see. Bismo be saying 6 out of 7. That'd be a fair one
I agree with you, Bismo. I agree with you.
Now put it
That's pretty
into
good.
a what would that be as a real number? That's a ratio.
That's a real number.
6 out of 7. What's 6 divided by 7?
Oh no, we be going math here.
How many peg legs is that?
I don't know.
How many gold doubloons is
I
it?
don't know.
How many Old Republic credits be that?
How many cases of scurvy do we have on our hands?
At least one.
At least one. And it's not fun.
All right, who else? What else we got going? We got the fact checker. Thank you, fact checker. Dan, be quick with his claws.
Yeah.
He be
Yeah,
getting it
that's
done.
right,
Pinchers
Bismo.
himself.
We're on the same page here, yep. And we got a hello from KG's little Padawan.
Hi there, little Padawan. Thank you for joining the show.
Yep.
I hope you be enjoying. What be your pirate name there, laddie, in Star Wars? eye. I got one eye.
He has
So let
one.
me bring
eye.
that back up. Timerkin says the kid actors did great, especially compared to the Acolyte kids actors. So we're going to get into that in the spoilers.
Hey, we be getting right.
We're going to
into that.
break it all down.
We're gonna break it all down.
Break it all down.
All right.
Turned into a pirate for a second.
We're gonna break it down.
It's hard not to jump into pirate mode.
It's like when you hear like British people talking, and you're like, "Oh, crikey!" No, that's Australian.
G'day.
All of a sudden, just start switching and talking like them, or Irish people.
It'd be difficult to stay with the same accent for a long period of time.
You would know.
The passage of time is beknownst to me.
Unbeknownst to me. Unbeknownst to you?
Exactly. That'd be what I'd be saying, laddie. Words be not my strong suit.
Words not be
Ye.
in me suit ye.
That be the question.
Strength.
Aye, but what be the poll saying here?
The poll is saying yes. We are at strong 6 out of 7. We're coming in hot at
We are.
56%.
There we go.
6 out of 7.
The people know what's up.
However, the next highest is 7 out of 7.
Wow.
7 C's out of. If you can name all the 7 C's, you get a Wookiee cookie. Skeleton Crew, 33% of our audience right now is saying 7 out of 7, and then a couple of people, 11%, said 5 out of 7. So it sounds like
didn't like it as much.
overwhelmingly positive. 5, 6, or 7 is like passing grades.
5, 6, or 7. I passed with more than that in Buccaneer school. Aye, but that be some of the best numbers I've seen in Star Wars for a coon's age.
It has been a long time since we've seen numbers like that.
Aye. It seems, though, that the fan base be speaking to us and speaking to the Star Wars because we've known them to make a few blunders in their time, coming hot off the heels of one, if you know what I be saying. But these numbers, I think, be very accurate. And Lucasfilm, you better be keeping your eye on these numbers to give your fans what they be wanting. Arr. Thank you for doing that poll there, Denny.
Oh, anytime. Want me to close it?
That was absolutely fantastic, and thank you everybody who voted, and let us know below. If you're watching this later, let us know below in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you. And also let us know your favorite pirate letter. Will it be the C, or will it be R?
First love is the sea.
But the second
Is R.
is R.
The second is RC.
RC.
RC Cola. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor of the show. Neither is rum.
Neither is rum.
Why is it always gone? Why don't we know it?
Why is the rum gone?
All righty then. We got to keep moving here there, laddies. But we got to get into this here show with the...
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know. There's many things wrong with me. We're going to get into
He
the
has
spoilers.
a list.
What?
You have a list of what's wrong with you.
I have yes, it's very long.
Yep. It's a
It's
long list. I
scrolled
can't read
out.
it because I
No.
can't write.
I can't write. But before we get into the spoiler section of the show, we be saying things.
Yes.
They tell me to say things, and I don't always know what to say. But we do have a membership here on Stay on Target. It'd be very cheap, especially coming from a cheap pirate like me. I'd be signing up. I think you should be too. It'd be only $1.99 for the month.
How much is that in doubloons?
I don't. It's one Spanish.
How about 7? How many pieces of 8?
Like one,
Like 1.
maybe 1.21 gigawatts.
Gigawatts.
Gigawatts. Aye, but if you want to join, you get some special perks there in the memberships, and sometimes we surprise you with a live stream, a special live stream, special shows, special Wookiee cookies. So join up if you want to support us here on Stay on Target. We need it for all the injuries we incur, like right pirate, peg leg,
I was going to say,
Dan?
my peg leg needs an upgrade.
And
Sending it up,
one-eyed
right.
dusty bones.
Oh my goodness. It's dangerous here on Stay on Target. All right, well, let's get into the spoilers. you got something there for me, Danny.
Padawan is cracking up at Dusty Bones talking like a pirate, says KG. So you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job.
It'd be getting more and more difficult, I feel, as the show goes on. I may have to switch.
You keep slipping here and there. And
I know.
Like, I don't know what accent that is.
Yeah, it doesn't always stay the same. But Pirate Dusty Bones, he rattles.
You sound like a pirate, and then you go like Irish,
Aye.
and then Scottish,
Aye. Scottish.
and then you like
I'm a
I don't
pirate
know
who
what-
does a
yeah.
Scottish accent.
a Scottish pirate.
You never know. I visited the land of Scotland once. I found a whale. I chased him for days, and yet he still got the best of me.
He was on land,
Yes,
a whale with feet.
he was fast. He was really fast on land.
It was the
I couldn't catch
it was
him.
The king of Wales, wasn't it?
It was you. You called it.
You called it.
The king of Wales. I be hunting and never caught up to him. His guards were very mighty,
Yeah,
and I had no crew. Where were ye?
I was not there.
If you were, I be sure. And Pinchy Dan would have got him.
Pinchy Dan.
Pirate Pinchy Dan. You know?
Pirate Pinchy Dan.
Pirate Pinchy Dan to you, Captain.
Pinchy O'Houlihan.
Pinchy. Arrgh, love it. All right, well, let's get into these spoilers. So if you haven't seen episode 1 or 2
Yeah.
of Skeleton Crew,
You should have went 1 or 2.
dang it, you're funny. 1 or 2 of Skeleton Crew. We be spoiling it here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All the pirates die.
All the pirates die.
Oh,
Why they be doing this to me?
shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers. Well, what I always say, one less pirate is one more pirate for me.
One more pirate for me. One less pirate. That's just big business.
That's just good business. Aye, and that's something we're going to get to. I want to get to it.
Our pirate business?
Our pirate
You
business.
can't tell people about that.
No, we can't
Not
be telling
legally.
people about the pirate business. But let's just jump right into it. We're here.
Just in time, Hunter's jumped in for the spoiler section.
Arr, what be happening, Hunter, me love?
Say it in pirate. You know I don't speak English.
Aye, it'd be true. Arr, but jumping right into a spoiler here.
Spoiler?
I did not see this, but people, some eagle-eyed viewers online spotted ye old ship of...
I don't know what you're...
you don't know what I'm
No.
talking about?
No.
The old ship of
You know who he be. You know who he be.
Hondo?
Hondo Onaka!
Thank the Lord. Wait, so Hondo Onaka is officially in this show? At least his ship?
His ship.
Well, that's
is
pretty
in
close.
The show.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I found that out, I about blew me gaskets out of me brown
Oh my
pants.
goodness, I did not know that.
Hondo.
I loved every second of hearing about that, and it does look like a,
Is it
a
in-
spitting image.
Is it in the shipyard?
It'd be in the shipyard.
shipyard.
It's a quick blink and you miss it.
Blink
type
and you miss
thing.
it. Well, especially for you because you only got one.
I only got the one eye. I miss a lot of things out of this eye.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't come at me over here.
And that's one of the things we be saying
yeah.
this whole time.
Yeah.
Hondo Onaka better be
Oh my
in this
gosh.
show.
He better
Yes.
show up at some point.
He better show up, I be saying.
Show.
He better be showing up. Holy smokes. That's it's meant to be.
Okay. Hondo Onaka in this show, I will give it a 7 out of 7.
Yeah.
100%.
Saying it right
And
here.
8
100% we be saying 7 out of 7 if Hondo shows up. Because he is who I learned a lot from. That Weequay, I think, is a species.
Yes.
Thank you. He be one of the best pirates I ever did see, especially on the Star Wars land. All right, Sound Fact Checker says Hondo for the win.
So that's a spoiler.
That is technically a spoiler. We are spoiling things. Good thing we let you know ahead of time.
Did we though?
We definitely did.
Oh, we did. We did.
We definitely did.
I said everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
End of the show. That's it.
That's it. We're done. All right. Well, let's jump off here. We got starting off. We got Aten is the name of the planet.
It sounds like Aladdin.
It does kind of sound like Aladdin.
And it sounds like AT-AT for the people that say it wrong. The people that say it wrong.
Yeah,
The AT-AT is in.
It's not at, it's AT-AT. So
Yeah.
it's AT-ATN.
AT-AT in.
I even wondered if Aten is actually like they misspelled it, because they found it there's that Winnie the Pooh where it says trespassers will, and they thought that was the guy's name. But the rest of it, trespassers will be prosecuted or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if it's Atten, but like if you added a letter here and there, it actually spells out something that we know.
It's just my
tiny little theory.
I be liking that theory that you got going. It's kind of like escape.
Otherwise, the first thing I thought is AT-AT, and
Yep.
That's
just one giant AT-AT
Yeah.
in space.
it's the shape of a giant AT-AT. You have to follow the stars as they go in a shape of an AT-AT to get to Treasure Planet, a.k.a.
Treasure Planet.
Atatin.
And that be kind of the question here. It kind of reminds us of Treasure Planet.
Yep.
If you ever be seeing that other Disney film, fantastic Disney film. That is one of my favorites. Is Treasure Planet
And Muppet Treasure Island.
and there's lots of pirates.
Pirates.
I be loving the pirates.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's lots of pirates in this show as well.
Absolutely.
Which we didn't even touch on there. First was the opening scene. What y'all be thinking about the opening scene of the show?
That was very violent for a children's show.
PG-13 is what
13.
It's not rated R. It'd be rated PG-13, but more death than I thought would be happening,
Yep.
especially right on the scene. But they are pirates.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the way they handled them was muy excelente.
Muy excelente.
To bring
The Spanish pirates.
the Spanish, the Spaniards in.
Esqueletos.
But I thought they executed that very well.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Executed
recognize
being the apt word.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you guys recognize the actual, like the whole intro, the feeling, what it was exactly a replica of?
I be missing that, Danny.
Really?
Is it like
With the whole ship
the beginning
debris.
of A New Hope?
Yeah.
The
Whole first 5 minutes was A New Hope, right?
Yep.
I basically,
But with
yes.
pirates.
But with
Almost scene
pirates.
for scene,
I mean,
yes.
almost the way that they were
Yes.
crouched, the way that they zoomed in. I'm like, I bet if you put side by side, it was
Yep.
even the same framing of this guy, except it was a pirate. The guys that got shot as
Except
they come
didn't-
running out.
They didn't blow the door open. They just opened it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't have the budget for that.
They didn't have the budget.
Right.
But even whenever the pirate captain be holding the guy by his neck, just like Vage does.
Yeah, it was, to me, it actually almost took me out a little bit. Not out, but no. It took me I was like, oh, okay. So I was just waiting for the rest of it. But it was cute. It was cute.
It was cute.
Yeah. If this is
Pirates
the
aren't
first
cute.
introduction to Star Wars as a kid and you watch Skeleton Crew, you got the full Star Wars feel of how we felt when we watched episode 4.
Right.
In some ways, I'd be thinking they had a checklist of nostalgic things and comfortable things in Star Wars. It feels almost like course correction to me. Like they're really, really going into how can we get fans back on board?
Yeah.
I know. Give them everything they've seen, but in a different way. And the things that they love that's come before.
Adventure in a unfamiliar territory
Aye.
with pirates.
It'd be a smart move, in my opinion, going the pirate route, because we've kind of gone the syndicate route. We've gone all of the politicians. Politicians.
Politicians.
We've gone the rebels. We've gone the empire. What have we not done yet? Pirates, except for Hondo. He be the only one we be seeing. And man, that man is a legend.
He's a legend.
But yes, I thought that opening was absolutely fantastic. And one of the other things I wanted to say about that, too, was whenever they blew up that gangplank that they shot across, that the ship blew it up, and then the pirates come flying across the screen.
Actually,
set the detonators and blow it up. It felt so pirate-like to me.
The only problem I have
loved
with
it.
that is, where did they go after that?
They scooted right on out of it.
Did they have jetpacks?
It was just for the minute, Nick.
They blew up and then left. Like they're floating endlessly in space now.
I'd be thinking it's almost like the show Attack on Titan, where they can keep shooting.
Oh, okay.
What are they called? Grappling hooks, basically, anywhere they need.
But it was so funny because they both got out of frame and then it exploded, and I'm like, yeah, but where did they go?
Maybe they just went to a different part of the ship.
They're like, yeah.
Oh, we did it, and we're dead.
Oh, I hope this explosion doesn't set me off.
They're just floating in space. That's who he's talking about later when he says, well, we lost a lot of good pirates in this raid.
It was just
It was
those
just those two.
Everyone else has got, dings and bruises.
There's like
maybe
guys.
one guy got hit in the arm and he's like, yeah, I'm okay.
I like the one shot of the pirate getting shot in the eye.
Yeah.
And he just shrugs
He's just
it
like,
off and keeps going.
Pew!
That'd be very pirate-like. I did
Right?
like that.
So a question here, and confirm, was Jude Law's, Tamerkin says, character has to be that pirate at the beginning
Aye.
whose crew mutinied against him, right?
Uh-huh.
I be completely agreeing
Like,
with you there.
I honestly don't know who else it could be. How else they could handle
I
that
felt like
situation.
the voice modulator was pretty good. It was
Pretty
it was as good as Leia in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I was like, it sounds like
Similar feel there, too.
it sounds like they got a different voice actor to do it, but at the same time, then there were moments where like the guy that was editing the voice modulator like let it off a little bit, and I was like, wait a second, that's Jude Law.
That's Jude Law. That's his voice.
And then it went back, and I was like, maybe not. Maybe it's somebody else. But
I don't think so. I think it's Jude Law.
I
think it's his character.
yeah, I think so.
I
It
want
just
to know
makes
what
sense.
happened to his helmet if that's the case.
Yeah.
What a twist if it not be.
What a twist.
But it just makes sense. That'd be one of the maybe slight what'd you say?
Nitpicks.
Nitpicks I'd
Yeah.
be saying is things were quite predictable for me. I felt like a lot of what happened, I was kind of calling it before it be happening. Maybe that's just my pirate nature, knowing what pirates do. But that was only one thing.
We're
I
all
was definitely kind of
predictable.
Did you guys find it predictable as well?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
What is that comment? I didn't mean to miss it there.
Oh, it was just Tamerkin's responding to a fact checker saying she saw the theory online that was that was him, right? That's why he offered
it's gotta be
to get out of the jail at the end of the second episode.
I believe it
Because he wants to get back, and
because it looked so much like him, even the jacket, and why put a helmet on him like that? But the helmet was quite reminiscent of, I'd say, Leia in episode 6, which again was familiar. That's a theme I feel like they're going for in this show is give them familiar things that we know they like.
Exactly.
But
make it piratey.
But make it piratey. You might as well.
Well, and it feels respected. It's brought in, but it's
Fantastic work.
It's respected in the sense that it doesn't feel like just nuggets of Star Wars. It's actually like earned, and it just feels subtle enough. Very similar to like Andor maybe, but there weren't a lot of other ones. But it just feels like that kind of quality, that kind of care has gone into the tie-ins, right?
I agree completely with you.
Absolutely.
Which flows right into the effects that we be talking about and how much cleaner this show looks compared to, I'd say, even the Acolyte that came out before. This looks movie quality all the way through. Would you guys not agree?
I would agree.
100%. Yeah.
We get a good combination, it feels like, of live, kind of more live sets, because there's some bigger with the Suburbia, but then also we get definitely some sound stage going on, the volume.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate it I didn't feel the volume as much in this.
It wasn't as loud, that volume.
The volume was quieter.
Crank it to 11. I knew we'd be screaming at one point.
Yep. At some point, we always scream.
Yes. So I thought that intro was absolutely, it was a great start to the show. Get you moving, getting things going. I also loved one little small detail here was the fact that whenever he realized that he was totally screwed and mutinied. He even said mutiny. My favorite part was whenever I forget the name of the species.
Yeah, but he
just pats him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest
Then he starts
things.
fighting.
And there's so many details in there that we could get into, but we'd be stuck in the weeds with you there for
First
days.
one I'd like to get into is, where'd all that money go?
Because
there was money in there at one point. What did they do with it?
In the vault you're talking about? Yeah.
Because
there's one credit, and it's just like, okay.
How do you know
where's the rest of it?
How do you know there was money in there? Just because
of that one credit. There had to have been some amount of money in there.
You know what I think happened?
I think they jettisoned it.
I'm wondering if it wasn't a reverse setup for Jude the Jedi Law.
Yeah. Maybe he wanted to be out.
He took the money. Yeah. Now he ended up having to fight and almost dying and getting thrown in jail and whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe he stole the money and he's like, eventually I'll get out of here, and then only I know where that money is.
Maybe.
He might have screwed over his own crew.
And himself.
What a dirty move.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pirate's life for you.
Right.
That might make him the most 4D chess pirate I've ever met.
Maybe he's done being a pirate. Maybe he's ready to be something
ready to
else.
retire. There you go.
It's the final job, and then this is where we're at, and then he just happens to meet these kids who are from the ultimate wealthy planet, and
The treasure planet, if you
the
will.
plot thickens. He comes out of retirement.
I be liking your theory. I hope it's as intelligent as that. I don't
Just-
feel like
no.
it will be, but
Probably not.
I feel like it might be more likely that it's an actual setup from one of his crew members.
Yep.
Maybe the one that mutinied against him, named what's his name? I got it here.
What's his name? Is it the Wolfman?
The Wolfman is Brutus.
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 Yeah, that's right.
Brutus be his name. And what'd you guys think of him? I thought he looked quite dapper.
I thought he was good. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little comical for me, a little bit,
A little bit.
but not bad. I mean,
intimidating.
he's
it
still
was-
he's still menacing.
yeah, I wouldn't mess with him.
No.
But-
Absolutely not.
Anytime they have it reminds me of Planet of the Apes when they got like the
Yeah.
and like the mouth doesn't
body
quite
suits,
yeah,
yeah.
the mouth doesn't quite move right, but
Right.
it's okay. I believe what he's saying, and I'm not going
Aye.
to question him because he's going to bite my head off if he could open his mouth. Actually,
It was confirmed that it's the same species that was in episode 4.
Yep.
Because there's actually 2 different species that are very similar. I forget the name of the species. But,
see that's some thought and care. Like,
Aye.
wait, so they respect the original trilogy? Like
Right.
the original trilogy happened?
Right.
What? In this world, the original trilogy is good stuff.
Aye.
And we can beg, borrow, and steal from that because we're pirates. We're good pirates.
We got to get something.
What do you think about this? Tamerkin's, I assume the money was on Aten, and that is why he wants the kids to take him there.
But how did the
seems-
money get there?
We don't ask these kinds of questions.
Right. Yeah, we're thinking too deep.
Maybe they were, maybe it was, jettisoned away on some
Yeah.
type of,
Or maybe that's where they literally stopped right before the pirates got to him.
yeah.
And then
maybe.
they put him there. Put it there.
Well, you said he's been there a long time. Maybe that ship that was crashed there is full of the money,
Maybe.
and it just happened to land there, and they just happened to find. But then how long has he been in prison? Like 40 years?
But then I think about, you actually reminded me when that pirate gets shot in the eye in the beginning. When the kids get to the pirate port, he's actually having his eye worked on.
Yes.
So
that
he
is
has
why-
only been there for like a few days.
Yeah, I completely
But why
agree.
would he say that he's been there for far too long? Does that mean like he's been a pirate for far too long and he just wants out?
It could be a double meaning.
It's a
Yeah.
double entendre.
Pirates like to speak in double talk.
Double talk, double speak.
it's kind of,
the
werewolf guy. Yes.
I take
that'd
him
be-
one-on-one.
That'd be Brutus. Hunter Davis would win that fight.
Right, hands down.
10 out of 10 times. 7 out of 7 C's.
7 out of 7 C's.
yeah, Tamerkin, or I'm sorry, KG, kind of what I was thinking. He could have gotten out of the brig before with the Force. He's using them.
Yeah,
It could
He's
be.
got to be. He's got to be. Well, he probably because he overheard them talking about all sorts of stuff. Did they mention their planet that they're from while they're in the prison?
I believe so.
Because then he'll be like, "Oh,
but
these guys are from the treasure planet. I
Yeah.
gotta follow them."
the problem though is if nobody's been in contact with that planet, then how would he know even to do this, set up this whole thing?
And then the whole they can't find their way back to the planet because they don't have the. I don't even know how they described that.
Right.
Explained it away.
Right.
He's like, "Oh yeah, we can't go back." It's like, what do you mean you can't go back? Just put in the coordinates.
Right.
Well, but the droid didn't have any memory?
Yeah, he
because
didn't
the
have
mouse
any memory.
flew out of him or something?
Yeah, something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
Must have rattled his brain.
It's a little confusing there. Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like the One-Eyed Willie situation going on in
One-eyed Willie.
in Goonies, where he killed everybody so that nobody knew where.
Yeah, but
his
if he
treasure
killed everybody,
was.
how did the stories get out?
That'd be a good question.
That's what they say in the movie too.
Yeah, it'd be.
There had to be at least one guy who made it out.
So somebody has to know about it. Well, that's where
I'm
the
wondering
legend
if
comes from.
I'm wondering if Jude Law's Jedi was the one guy that made it out.
But how long ago? So that does
Well-
definitely beg the question.
The ship has been buried.
For quite a long time, and there's so many
Was
interesting
that-
things.
Was it crash landed and then they hit it, or the people who got there hit it?
I be thinking that part of me be thinking that maybe this ship crashed on this planet a very long time ago.
Right.
And that the survivors or the people that live on this planet came from this ship. That'd be a theory I have, that potentially they were the ones that found the treasure planet and started their own home there. They wanted to get out of the pirate life, and they started that community, and it's grown over maybe a millennia, because that's a big question for this. How long have they been marooned on this planet?
Exactly.
Obviously, everybody says it be called a myth at Aten, that it's just a myth, and that nobody knows about it. They're using Old Republic credits.
Yep.
That'd be the other thing. So
who keeps saying it's a myth? That's another question.
the pirates be saying that.
Right? The pirates. But who told the pirates that?
It'd be the legend of old, apparently.
Ooh, the legend.
And maybe some pirate. Maybe some pirate did make it off the planet,
Right.
Or they found it with them and chose not to stay with the rest of the crew.
Gar. It's Hondo.
It's Hondo.
Hondo's the pirate.
He's
who
the
made
pirate.
it off the planet.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
But yes, there's lots of mysteries going on, and that's one of the things I be enjoying about this show so much, is that we've got lots of mysteries to dive into. It's not all cookie cutter. There are some predictable moments, but overall, there are a lot of unanswered questions. And so we're going to keep talking about a few of them, but how long do you think they've been on that planet? I just want to get a rough estimate from everyone here. Do you think it's Old Republic, or do you think it'd be just the Republic that came before the Empire?
Right.
What do you guys think about that?
Maybe that's where they took, after the Empire fell, they took all the Old Republic stuff there. So maybe it's not been that long. Well, because, like, what's the time frame again? It's after the Empire fell.
This be 6 years after the Empire
The
fell.
New Republic. Yes. I mean, maybe they're just gathering all the Old Republic credits and putting them on one place. I don't know. It's a weird thing to do if that's the case.
It'd be confusing. This
Super
planet,
confusing.
This planet is interesting. It has piqued my interest for the fact that we finally have Star Wars Suburbia.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Star Wars Suburbia? This was kind of a contention online, and I'd like to hear your thoughts.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing in the world or the universe of Star Wars. It's kind of, I don't know. It kind of like, compared to the pirate port, it's almost like a different universe. Star Wars, the Suburbia planet. Aten.
But did it bother you as much as maybe you would have thought it would?
No. I'll just say it's a weird, like, almost takes you out of the universe. I understand where they were going with it. Like storytelling wise, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't really fit.
It feels slightly off,
Yeah,
in some ways.
Well,
But at the same point, sorry, go ahead, Dan. If you
No, I'm just thinking. I agree. It's just kind of. I give it a little bit of a pass. It does feel like Earth. It does feel like Earth.
Yeah.
But you figure in somewhere in the galaxy there would be a planet that would maybe resemble Earth. My theory. It's crazy because I'm crazy.
Oh,
Pirate.
They call him crazy
Pirate Captain Lobster.
Pinchers.
Pinch me.
Pinchers McGee.
pinch me, Daddy,
Sink
be
me.
sticking.
Sink me.
Sink
No.
me.
E.T.
Yeah. Uh-huh. E.T. was
That's
in
all
Star
I'm going to
Wars.
say. Yes.
And they went to Earth.
And they did.
E.T.
E.T. also went to Earth.
Yeah.
Are you be saying that this is actually
What?
Aten is actually Earth?
What does this planet?
But it's a long, long time ago.
I know. What does this?
I know.
What does this style remind you of? Like Amblin Entertainment.
It
Who
does.
made Amblin?
Steven
E.T.
Spielberg.
There's just too many similarities. It just feels a little bit like if E.T. like actually came from a place. I don't know. For me, it
that's where. Okay, I see where you're going with
it
it.
just
now.
feels right, but it doesn't.
Like
so
this is E.T.'s planet.
maybe I'm
And
just
he's modeling it. After
I don't
Earth.
know. I don't know. But I'm just giving it a pass because there's a lot of connective tissue there.
Yeah.
So while it does remind me of Earth, when I thought of E.T. and Amblin and da-da-da, and they were in the Star Wars universe, and maybe it goes both ways. Technically, wasn't it a dressed-up Yoda that was in E.T.? So,
yes.
it's
and
just...
he pointed, E.T. be pointing at Yoda because he
said,
recognized.
That's
said
right.
home.
Home when he saw
He
him.
did say home, so
Home.
I don't know. This is my crazy talk. I can make a whole video on this probably.
Right.
but
I be
it's
liking
just-
that idea.
It's a conspiracy theory for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
There is a Legends book about Han Solo crashing on Earth.
Really?
And,
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy because Han Solo dies and then the Wookiee Chewbacca
Becomes Sasquatch.
becomes Sasquatch.
Yep.
That's where be the legend come from.
That's where the legend.
I be loving the legends. But yes, at Hatton, there are so many mysteries there, and I have a few more questions. We'll keep talking about it. So I personally, though, real fast, Pirate Dusty Bones, I did not mind the suburbia as much as I thought I would. I agree with you there, Dan, that maybe somewhere in the Star Wars galaxy there would be a Star Wars. It just kind of makes sense, and I felt like they tweaked it just enough to feel Star Wars, but
Yeah.
also familiar, which, again, is a common theme in the show, is the familiarity of it, but then also tweaking it just a bit.
Yeah.
But I actually did end up enjoying it. It felt familiar. It felt comfortable.
I felt like I was watching Stranger Things in the future.
It was very similar to that, a little less dark.
Yeah. Not as dark.
But definitely similar. Although I think we're going to find out more about this planet as there's some kind of communist feelings.
Communist
going
propaganda.
on, or something going on there where,
Yeah.
I mean, all they be talking about is their assessment for
Yep.
what
And
job they're going
everybody
to be
has
given.
their place.
In the
In
great
the
work.
society. Yeah. What was that?
They said the great work.
The great work.
What's
Yeah.
the great work?
What does that mean?
Is the great work be keeping outsiders? Is this be possibly like The Village from?
Oh.
Could it possibly be something
The
like
Village
that?
from the
M. Night
movie
Sh-
The Village.
The Village nailed it.
Where they're not actually in the village. It's
It's
just
not
a gated community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What if it's something like that? They know of the outside world, but the great work is to keep everybody from finding the treasure in which they found on this
That
planet.
actually,
for
somebody
generations.
was talking about the barrier. It's actually like a cloaking device.
That'd be what it'd be looking like.
Yeah. So they can't, people can't find the planet.
That'd be making
Very
sense.
like Wakanda-like.
Yeah.
Or Treasure Planet, but no, more like Wakanda.
Treasure
I agree with you
Planet.
there.
Yeah, or like Peter Pan.
Yeah. Neverland.
Like, how do you get second star on the right straight on
Captain
the morning?
Hook.
Yeah, where is Captain
Hook. It's all pirates.
We already got
All
Shmee in
pirates.
here.
I love that reference.
SM33.
Did you guys catch that reference?
I caught it. I thought about it, and I'm like, why would they name him SM33? And I'm like, Shmee.
It was genius.
Genius.
I love
Captain
that.
Hook's got to be out there somewhere.
Somewhere.
I believe he'd be out there.
And I guess Jude Law's character is Peter Pan.
No, actually.
No.
Maybe. But the funny thing about that is Jude Law actually did play Captain Hook
Oh, he
in
did.
a movie like a year ago,
Yeah.
which is
What
kind
movie
of
was that?
ironic. It was a movie apparently nobody saw because it was like
I remember
Peter
him,
Pan and
yeah.
Wendy or something like
Yeah.
that. And he played Captain
I think
Hook
that
in
was
it.
more than a year ago. I think that was like 5 or 6 years ago.
I don't know, but
I don't remember.
I did not see it. We missed a
I've
comment
got
there, Dan.
pirate brain.
I've got the scurvy. He's got cabin
I've
fever.
KG just said the residents have been fed lots of propaganda to be afraid of the greater galaxy. No one in. No one ever goes in. No one ever goes out. What's that
No
from?
one out. No
one out.
No, I'm out.
Gonk.
One other question I have for you is, what does his dad be doing?
He's an accountant.
Was that what we
I think.
Isn't he an accountant, or
it
he's
was?
like
He said something like that. Something
I
with
just-
finances.
Yeah. I don't know.
Financial advisor.
Neil.
I don't remember.
Oh, wait, Neil. Neil's the funny guy. I'm sorry. What's the dad's name?
Wendell.
Wendell?
I believe his
Is
name
that
be Wendell.
is that really his
That's
name?
his name?
I believe it be. Let us find out. Yeah, it's
Um,
Wendell.
By the way, there is a poll that I created.
I be loving polls.
Will Hondo show up in the
I
next
be loving
Skeleton
polls.
Crew? Our crew says yes, 92%.
I
in
hope
Skeleton
so.
Crew Season 1. Because I'm thinking this show's good enough, it may deserve Season 2.
Or maybe he's like a post-credit scene that leads into Season 2.
Yes.
I
That would be
completely
cool.
agree.
Like him and Jude Law's character.
They go off on an
Meet
adventure
up.
together.
I want to know everybody's thoughts.
That'd be great.
Here, I'm making a poll right now.
He be doing another poll.
Do you guys like Wendell? Is that how you spell it?
Wendell. It's
Yes.
Wendle.
Do you guys like Wendell? That is
it's DLE.
Oh, okay, close enough.
Whatever.
That's Wim's dad.
Honestly, looking
I-
at the guy, it makes sense that his name's spelled like that. I thought he was kind of a dork. I'm not gonna lie.
He be playing the standard dad who doesn't have enough time. Disney dad.
He's almost
Yeah.
like he's almost like a generic dad that isn't really his dad.
Yeah.
It's more like a person that's supposed to watch out for him.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a I'm not saying that, but it's like I got that feeling because, he doesn't really react to when Wim is being taken away in the starship. I mean, he does later on when the robots find him. But like while he's doing it, he's
be
literally
freaking
just
out
sitting
then.
there like, Wim,
That's what I mean. It's like
Wim.
I
And it's
feel
like,
like-
dude, if he was like as a dad, you'd be like, oh my gosh, my son is being taken away in a starship. There needs to be he needs to be more emotional.
Like if I were him, I'd be like throwing
like
a
the
rope. I'd be
starship
getting
left and
I'd be
he's just-
climbing the tree to
Yeah.
jump on, or
It left,
Something
and he's
like
just
that.
he's just sitting there like
there's just
that was it.
it just had a lot of scenes of like
Yeah.
Wendell kind of like
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what to do
staring
with
off
this.
into the distance.
and waving his arms violently.
I guess what I'm saying is it almost feels like, yeah, he's not the best father.
Yeah,
And maybe at this point in his life, he needs something like this to wake him up
yeah,
so that he realizes he really does love his son. Because he's obviously too distracted by his work, and he's mad that Wim's getting in trouble. He's not, he doesn't have a mom, I guess. The mom, something happened.
That'd be another good question.
Maybe
there.
the mom's living with the dragons. Just like How to
Dragons.
Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon.
could be.
There
you
are
know?
dragons in the kitchen.
And I don't know. So it's just hard to say, but I feel
I-
like he's not my favorite at the moment. He's
No,
actually my least favorite character probably in the show so far.
I agree. He be too
Well, there's
distracted to take care of his
I
own
think
son.
there's just not much depth to him.
Yeah.
He's just a company drone.
Yeah.
And
In
that's
some-
all he has time for.
Yeah, I agree.
Gar.
In some ways though, they'd be possibly setting him up for some character development.
Well,
here.
yeah, I hope so.
For the ship, seeing the ship, I feel like he was almost more in shock for the fact that maybe they haven't seen a ship.
Well, because
flying
that's what they
on
say
the
is
planet.
like,
Yeah.
ships aren't allowed to leave or,
Exactly. So that might have
dock.
been the first time he ever seen a
Yeah.
ship
Yeah.
flying, and he was so baffled by it he didn't even know how to say his own son's
Right.
words
his own son's words.
or something.
Tell me what to say, Wim.
Him. But also, I believe that we're going to find out possibly more about his mother. What classic Disney style, though, right? He's
Yeah.
He's missing
Always has one
missing
one
parent.
Yeah.
Classic Disney.
It's usually always
It's
the mother,
familiar.
too. Yeah.
It's
I wonder
familiar.
I wonder if his mom's a pirate.
That'd be what I was wondering as well. That's a great one. I wonder if maybe she was the adventurous one out of the two of them. So he's more robotic and more just wants to go with the flow, but she be the one who wants the adventure and possibly got out of there or something happened to her or they put her somewhere else.
And that's how they heard of Atlin.
possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I like this comment. You could really see, it says to Merkins, the difference between Neil and Wim's idea of
Yeah.
home. Neil has a loving family and wants to go home so bad, and Wim doesn't even care about getting home.
Yeah.
I
I think that's perfectly summed up because this is why Wim is willing to push the buttons that he shouldn't push.
Yeah.
Because he's not quite parented correctly, maybe enough to know what not to do, because you have to respect everyone else in that home. But when Wim's by himself, he doesn't care. It's whatever it's on his own whim. I mean, he follows his own whim.
I be seeing what you did there, lad.
That's why
With
they
his
named him
one
that.
eye.
Yes, and so I think you're right. Tim Merkins is brilliant, and I think Fact Checker says hopefully there's some kind of a redemption to Wendell.
Yeah.
And he should spend more time with Wim. That was hard to see. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe he becomes a pirate.
But
That would be funny. He'd be mutiny against his own.
but for now,
right.
the chat doesn't like Wendell.
no.
75%.
They don't.
Thank you, chatties.
I think-
Gonkers.
But you know who we didn't also like in the beginning? Be Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Nobody liked Ahsoka in the beginning for the most
because she was
part.
annoying.
She was. But that's how you set up good character development. And I believe
He's not perfect.
we're going to be getting some fantastic character development during the show. Although, Neil. How much
Neil
do
before
we
me.
all love Neil? I be loving the little lad.
Yeah. He is
I
funny.
might die for him.
Yep, I might die for him.
I might take a bullet straight for that little.
In your other eye.
In my other, I would lose another eye for that Neil.
Yeah.
He be a treasure in Star Wars already.
He is. He's great.
Yeah, Neil's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring that up because, boy, that so the nice brother to his family, the good friend he is, the way he's obsessed with calculations.
Yep.
He's such a nerd, but also so lovable at
Right.
the same time. He's like a nicer version of Chunk, really, from the
Right.
Goonies. But
Chunk.
but different enough. That's what I really liked, the way they portrayed Neil. Even at one point, it's hilarious. Fern convinces them to dig up the ship, and she says, you boys are stronger than us. And then Neil just looks at his hands like,
Yep.
what?
He's just like, yep.
And also, they gave us already a love story potentially with Neil and I forget that
Oh,
girl's
yeah. What's
name.
her name?
But he's got a love
Who
interest
do you have a crush
already.
on at school?
And he yells it out.
He yells it out. Wim's
Absolutely,
like, what?
absolutely hilarious. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yep.
They are getting romance back into Star Wars.
Right.
They're bringing nostalgia back. They're respecting what came before. They're giving us lovable characters that we all can get behind. Oh my goodness! But what's the chat saying about Neil in there? I be believing they love him just as much as we do.
Yeah, Neil is the best.
He really is.
That's what Hunter David said.
I completely agree with you, Hunter Davis. I always do. Yeah, Neil is the best. Is
Neil
there
is the
anybody out
best.
there that doesn't like Neil?
No.
Good, because if there was, I'd be telling you to walk the plank.
Maybe Max Rebo.
I was confirmed.
Is that a young Max Rebo?
Is that, it was confirmed that that's a new species and not the same species as Max Rebo.
What?
Apparently online, there's to be a rumor they be talking about.
Aruma.
A rumor. But I be loving Neil, and I cannot wait to see
Well, we got a
more
poll
Neil.
so they can decide.
I
They can let us know. Wim, Fern, Neil, or KB? Who was your favorite?
who's being your favorite?
You didn't even tell me how assessment went. Well, how did assessment go? It went good, I think.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
The interactions between the kids,
Yep.
totally fantastic.
Yep.
It felt so right. The way they interacted, the fun they had, the trouble they got in, the different character arcs and even personalities they all had. It wasn't just plain, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously, there's going to be character development. We know that.
Absolutely. Let's hope so.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I think so. I think they're setting up for some success in all of the characters. They're not all perfect.
No.
They all kind of have made some mistakes.
Yep.
And it's about time for Star Wars to show our characters not being perfect and making mistakes and then maybe learning from them even. Who knows?
I completely
That
agree.
would be a novel idea.
Fantastic idea.
What a novel idea. Well, first, already they're showing us, these directors, these creators, they know how to make a good story. That's what I'm feeling from this. Obviously, they're the ones who made all the Spider-Man movies. They did Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Yes. So good.
All of them. All three of them.
All
And
of them.
I couldn't remember all of them. I be
Homecoming.
forgetting. Homecoming.
Far From Home.
Thank you. And then No Way Home.
And then No Way Home.
And they did such a fantastic job with that movie and treating every character with respect.
Yep.
And that's what they be doing in this one. But let's answer this question though that Danny put up on that Danny put up on there. Which character be your favorite of the skeleton crew of the kids?
Oh, it's absolutely Neil.
absolutely
Like, hands down.
I think it's Neil, and the poll is leading away with Neil.
Yeah.
Actually, for me, one of my favorite is because I can relate somewhat. I like KB.
Yep.
KB
is pretty good.
It's going under the radar right now for me, but I'm picking KB because she's got a lot of knowledge. She's a little bit wiser than Fern.
She's tech savvy.
I feel like she's kind of like Fern's conscience
Equalizer,
at the moment.
yeah.
Maybe she's a little bit in the back, and maybe she needs to take control.
What's up with Fern?
Yeah,
Fern's just angry just to be angry.
Fern Gully.
I'm hoping there's character development. Fern Gully.
I believe they'd be setting up some character development.
She's angsty, and she's only like 10.
I
don't like it.
She's going to become a pirate.
I believe she's a bit rebellious at this stage.
Yeah,
what is her family life like?
Think that's
we
what
haven't
it is.
seen her family life.
A little bit. We saw a little bit.
We saw the mom.
Oh, the mom was pretty legit.
And she was the
one in charge, right?
Yeah.
I forget.
Was she the one in charge?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, I think
the one
thought
administering the test or whatever. Talking about it.
Yes.
What's her name?
Farah, but it doesn't say.
Nope.
Oh, does somebody have it in the?
No.
It just says Farah here is her name,
Farah.
but she is the proctor or
like the
something
principal
like that
of the school.
Yeah.
Something.
I don't know
like
if it's
that.
of the school or if it's
the school system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, of the what you
Of
become when
the-
you grow up or
Yeah.
whatever. That test,
Right.
curating that test. So she'll take the results and then put them into the communist system.
Yep.
And decide who goes where based on how they
You
scored.
will be a laborer.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
not
it's
again.
not too different from. I guess.
This
What-
is my second communist regime.
Is there anything relatable in the in our country that we could relate to? I mean, like the SAT or ACT.
Pretty much, yeah.
I
But
Okay.
that it's not as
but doesn't
like
determine what you do in life.
it's
Right.
too broad for that.
Okay.
It's mostly just where you're gonna go to college.
because we have freedom here in the United States. And I'm a pirate, and I sure love being free.
I love being a free
I
pirate.
liked how fleshed out all of the kid characters were,
That
says
is true.
Tamerkins. I completely agree. They took the time to give every character a backstory. KB not as much, but I feel like we
Yeah.
didn't need to know as much.
Well, that's I think because they've got more to her than they're willing to give you right
Yeah.
now.
We're gonna learn more later, possibly.
KG said, "I love all the kids." Neil is definitely the goat, though.
He be the goat.
He's winning the
I'd
poll
say
right
he's
now.
more of like an elephant.
He's
I gotcha.
what's another word for elephant?
Heffalump.
Isn't there another word like
Yeah, what is it's
Arr.
chat? What's another word for elephant?
What's
But
it's like they're-
pachyderm.
pachyderm.
Pack it in, kids.
pack of birds.
Pack it in,
Pack of
kids.
flying fish.
We got Neil, and he's
Yeah.
a pachyderm.
Pachyderm.
Yeah.
That's probably what his species is called. No lie.
It might be. I don't be knowing.
Apparently, there is a CATS test, a career assessment test.
Cats don't do that.
Maybe
Meow.
dogs. Thank you, Tamerkins. Pachyderm. Yep,
pachyderm.
that's it. You fixed us.
Pack of birds.
Arr.
Pack of flying fish.
Pack of flying fish.
Hunter fixed us too.
Mammoth.
But there's I've never seen
Many the moody mammoth.
Mammoth. But there's more to talk about in this show. So much more. I do be enjoying the kids. They be acting quite well. And I'm excited to see what comes next of them. All their different character traits. So many fun things. And how he's so obsessed with the Jedi. Wim is. I'd be wondering about that.
Yeah.
How does he know about the Jedi being on this
I
planet?
think it's kind of like,
the legends of old.
since it's relatable to Earth, it's kind of like a
be
kid
very relatable to us.
finding out about it and just wanting to learn everything about them. You know?
If they've really
Kinda
made
like-
a utopia, then
Yeah.
they would have included some kind of lore
Yeah.
of this is good, this is bad, this is
That'd be
what
true.
we should.
Maybe what he was reading are like the equivalent to like comic books or
Yeah,
something.
that's kind of what
It technically had a name. The name of what was it? It was like a flip pad or something like that. It was pretty cool. It wasn't a data pad, but it was
Yeah.
actually like a story thing. I really liked the look of that thing. And there's people
be cool to
online that
have.
have broken down even the stories.
Yeah.
And how
Well,
those
'cause
stories
I think
might
it's
show
actually-
foreshadow.
Did they translate all the stuff?
They be translating
Yeah.
the Arabic.
Because I saw it and I'm like, I think that actually says something.
It
Unlike that
100% does.
Unlike that one episode that was Bad Batch. It's just a bunch of gibberish on the wall.
That'd be the worst thing.
Yeah.
They ever do in Star Wars, because there are so many little Easter eggs in this show already behind the scenes that I be loving. Even the frog dog.
Yeah.
That'd be in episode 6.
Yep.
With at Jabba's Palace.
Jabba's Palace.
Absolutely fantastic. I love the frog dogs.
Yeah.
All right, but there's more. What? So they make it there. Did you like the speeder bikes the kids have? Very reminiscent of the 80s and riding bikes.
I feel like that was creative. Creativity. Like, again, it's not necessary to do that because it did feel a little on the nose.
It was, yeah.
But it was, kind of believable, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. It was better. Somebody said it earlier in the chat. It was infinitely better than speeder bike gang.
I completely agree.
At least it felt realistic.
The modders.
And the one
they'd
Fern's,
be flying in this compared to those losers.
Yeah, Fern's broke down, so like it's
Right.
obviously not perfect, and stuff. But yeah, no, I just want to see them pedal it off like E.T. And it just goes up.
The way they handled even the bikes in this, I be enjoying for the fact that they hovered, but he was able to still pick it up, and it still had some weight getting it over. Even the speeder chase through the woods of Endor that they reminisced there again. It was familiar. We've seen it, but a little different this way.
Yep.
I be liking that. Everything feels so.
I think
familiar.
it's familiar, but it's not on the nose. And I think that's where they're learning. It's like you can't just do something that's familiar and it be a carbon copy of it. We're looking at you, Force Awakens.
And Boba Fett there with the Power Rangers. They tried. That was a bad example of what to do. This would be a good example of what to do.
Well, especially because the speed just never matched in that one.
The speed of this was
silly.
10 times faster. It was crazy.
Yeah. And
they definitely did not dial it up to
Same
11.
with the kids chase scenes in this one compared to Leia's in Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to
phenomenally better.
It's tough because they're kids, and you got to give them a little bit of room to be kids when they're acting, and especially physical acting when an adult can full out run and it looks believable. But a kid,
I tell you what, though, kids are fast.
The kids are fast. Yeah, you're right. But that's where you can
we're adults and we're fast, but they get a head start. You're
right. And that's where I feel like sometimes you can tell a kid that's being told to run, but not like you're fastest so the camera can keep up.
Run so those
you can tell a kid is
actors can keep up with you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because again,
people in prosthetics.
The chase scene, they're right on their tail. There's no way they could outrun them. And then they turn a corner and they're 40 feet ahead. You're like, okay, I get it. There's only so much room on the set.
Well,
and the kids are kind of half jogging.
Right.
And then the scene when they were on the ship and it was falling over, there was a lot of whoa.
Right.
Yeah. It's just, but it was still better than Leia. Nothing can be that bad ever.
Nope.
I'd be worried about that scene as well, Danny Pinchers.
Captain
I got
Lobster
nervous
himself.
right then, but then I felt like they executed it quite well.
It was
It
great.
turned out well because the droid came in, Smee, and wrecked shop. Because that chest, isn't that what the chase scene ended in? Was Smee coming in and saving our tails?
Don't you
Right,
touch my captain.
They ended up getting captured, basically.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a, they get away type situation.
Yeah.
It was no, this is real. These are real pirates in a pirate place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pirate port. But yeah, I completely agree with you there, Danny.
Yeah.
Great point there. I'm so glad they didn't do a Leia chase scene.
Right.
And that brings us into Shmi showing up.
Yeah.
And what do you guys think? He is a boss.
He is a super boss.
That character, played
And he's funny.
by Nick Frost.
Nick Frost. Okay.
Who's Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They're the ones who... He's done a lot of voice acting things in his day now. But also, he's very well known for Shaun of the Dead,
Hot Fuzz.
A bunch of different things. And he is a hilarious
The World's
dude.
End.
Yeah, World's End, yeah.
Absolutely hilarious, man.
Well, and who was...
He pulls off a pirate accent.
He does.
The likes of which I have not seen in Star Wars before.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I absolutely love it.
I love it. Landlubber.
And it's just, I don't know, you can tell that the guys directing it are having fun. The guys writing it, the actors are having fun. Even the kids, even the little bit that we got of Jude Law, he's having a little bit of fun. I mean, he was not in it much, but I have a feeling we're going to really
Mutiny then.
Mutiny then.
It's mutiny then.
And then he goes to fighting.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be, it's just going to keep getting better and
Catching
better.
hands.
It'd be getting better and better.
Neil stole the poll, by the way. Fern came in second.
Really? Favorite kid?
Yeah.
Fern?
I could see that
Fern
in
Gully.
some ways. Some people be saying she was a bit of a girl boss, but I believe that they're setting up some character growth.
She was just
A bit insecure, but
she had
also
too much of an attitude
Yeah,
for my liking.
but if she turned just a little bit toward the good,
she
instead
did.
of going against Wim, right,
Right.
she could be really more likable, right? in that sense.
she became more of the necessary leader that they needed.
yeah, she called it.
I
yeah.
wanted to be captain.
Exactly.
Well, if they didn't have Fern, they wouldn't have got anywhere. Neil would have
killed your
Neil would have
captain.
hidden
Highly
somewhere.
unlikely.
Wim would have gotten them all shot. I mean, Fern actually had some ideas with that droid, and it's like, I'm your captain now.
Yep.
I'm the captain.
Highly unlikely. You're far too small.
I believe one of the hilarious points with Neil there was whenever she said, "I killed the captain," and he actually gasps like he believes her.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely
Yeah, I forgot about that.
fantastic.
Right.
But the way that she does the takesies as well, how much childlike nostalgia did that instill
Right,
in you?
yeah.
And then how it was agreed upon.
Yeah, I know what Neil's like. Yeah, checks out.
It checks out. Absolutely fantastic. We used to do that as
my
pirate
gosh.
kids back in the day. Oh, man. I got to swashbuckle quite a
Claimsies.
few times. Yes, claimsies. Absolutely fantastic.
They called claimsies.
Also, one other point I wanted to make there about At-Atten was Furnitude. Great Skylark.
I mean, arrogant Omega.
Oh, that'd be some of the hot
Seriously,
takes you
though.
get, though, from Hunter. I believe they're going to turn it around. I sure hope so. And possibly
I really hope so.
a romance might bud between Wim and Fern. What do
Yeah.
y'all be thinking about that?
Probably.
Fern spelled backwards is Nerf.
Nerf herder.
Not really.
Arr.
Don't check that.
Don't
It's,
be
no,
fact
that'd be friend.
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 Are you my friend?
Fern backwards is Nref.
Yeah, Leia was the original Star Wars girl boss, and we all love her.
She be throwing lots of attitude. It'd be slightly different there being a little older. I believe maybe Fern could develop into more of a Leia style character, but right now she be a little bit rebellious. I feel like be the right word for her.
I think we just give it time.
Yeah.
And we'll figure out why she's so angry at the world.
Well, if you think of the four of them, you've got, your Luke character is Wim. You've got Leia is Fern. You've got maybe KB is
Data.
not Han Solo. So Han Solo, we haven't met Han Solo yet. And you got,
KB be the friend you want and need.
Yep.
that's right.
KB is the solid
Like
one that
a-
figures things out. That's
C-3PO?
A less talky C-3PO.
C-3PO.
You're absolutely
And
right.
then Neil is Chewbacca?
Neil's just the comic
Or
relief
R2-D2
guy.
and Chewbacca and
The lovable
C-3PO rolled in
comic
one.
relief.
Yeah.
Yep.
Executed so well. My goodness, we have not seen a comic relief this lovable in the past.
Right.
It's pretty darn cute. They did a good job.
They did a fantastic job. But the one other thing I wanted to point out on At-Atten before we move on here
Yeah, point it.
is did you guys notice also the bikes that they said that us riding around on our bikes, the data droids don't like us because we do that, because every other car or vehicle was on a tram system, a track system, which I be believing that conformity is very important, and that the droids
Communism.
keep people in line, and if you step out of line, it might throw off the great... What was it?
The greater good?
The
great
greater
plan.
The greater good.
Nick Frost.
Nick Frost is in that. Absolutely
Greater
fantastic. But I thought that was an interesting thing to look at and note.
Right.
And
True,
how
I didn't think
Wim,
about that.
Wim is going against things as well. He's not quite obsessed with how many different formulas of numbers that
Right.
Neil was going on about.
Yeah.
Also, why do they need to know so much about numbers? And why is accounting...
That's what I'm saying.
Or something like that
Because they have treasure there.
so highly sought.
Well,
They're
I-
counting the old Republic credits.
Yeah, and did you see Wendell give him lunch money? What
Yeah.
was that, like 10 billion credits?
That'd be a lot of credits
I mean,
there.
I don't know
money
what-
for the next 5 days.
What's the exchange rate there? Because when that
oh,
pirate
they're
saw
worth a lot.
when that pirate for lunch. She's like, "Will this cover it?" And he's like,
Oh well,
both of them.
it's gonna cost you an extra, blah blah blah. Because
Yep.
Even the first little lad that he gave it to there, that little creature from,
he's
he'd be freaking right out.
Yeah, he's like, I'm rich,
Yep.
filthy, stinking rich.
Yep.
And also, how awesome was it to see a puppet again in Star Wars?
That was
great.
pretty, well
See,
done.
that's what I want
That
to
was
see more of.
absolutely.
I actually had that thought watching it. Like some of the CGI, I was like, what happened to just practical effects? Like, go back to practical effects.
Mhm.
And it was, it was intermittent.
I believe this was a great combination of the both.
It was.
They did a fantastic
But I
job.
want to see them just go back to all practical effects,
That'd
like
be
they did
difficult.
back in the day. I mean, it'd be expensive as crap, but
Expensive as a gold doubloon
yeah,
or inflation.
inflation's high at that.
It's high in
Maybe,
Hunter
maybe.
Davis, the legend.
But you're probably right. They have to conform. They have to follow along. That's why they want to know what they're
Everybody
good at.
has their place.
Everybody has their place.
The
Everybody
great,
has
the
to.
good.
That's why there's no real room for like being
creative.
fantastical and trying to be exploratory, and so these kids are definitely breaking the rules. And
Maybe that's why Wendell doesn't act like a normal dad. He's just been brainwashed to the point that
That's
I
kinda what it
believe
feels
that's part
like.
of
he
it.
can't think outside the mold.
do they have inhibitor chips?
Maybe
Because
are
he
they
does.
clones?
He does seem.
I
He does seem a little bit off. Like
He
there's
does.
something about him. Like he's a little cold. Like is he a half
He's-
robot?
He's just
half.
he's just a company man. That's all he is.
Yeah.
he even discouraged his son. He says,
Right.
he says, "Aren't you be getting a little old for
Aren't
that?"
you getting a little old for that? Talking
What-
about story time. It's like,
what a
don't you
line.
dare tell him that. You read your son a story.
yeah. Read the story.
That'd be happening to me as a child.
As a
My
child.
father never read me stories. He just gave me a
Really?
flintlock pistol and he sent me on the seven
And he-
seas.
Told me to walk 20 paces and turn around and fire, and I never saw him again after that.
He was gone.
He was gone. And then I became a pirate.
You guys are getting pretty good Pirate Dustin backstory here.
Right?
This is pretty interesting. We need a.
We touched upon a nerve there. My
Yeah,
eye
right.
almost be watering.
his bad eye.
My bad eye be watering almost all the
One
time.
day we'll have to hear the story about how you lost your other eye.
We might. What?
Wait, what other eye? What do you mean?
How
He
you-
has a third eye?
how you lost your eye? Did we know how you lost the one eye?
We be talking about it. I think in the past. It's hard to.
It was actually from that duel.
It was from the duel.
Was
Yeah.
it the same
My dad
eye?
shot me in the head.
Shot me in the eye.
Shot me right in the eye, and I got him back, and I
Wow.
didn't have a father anymore. It's a
And
very
he was
tragic story.
gone.
He was gone.
Oh, man.
But
Well.
inflation be high on that Hatton.
Yep.
Well,
All right, but there's more. Let's keep moving. We got lots to talk about. I like what you all be saying about the different characters in the show. We need to talk about Jod, as we
Jod.
Jod Nana Wood, Jude Law's character.
No.
We don't see much of him, but do you be thinking that he's a Jedi, or do you be thinking that
I think he's a dropout Jedi.
I like this idea?
I don't think he was ever a fully fledged Jedi. That's why he's a pirate.
I believe that he might have wanted to break from the mold himself.
Yep.
Might have been a little too selfish, or maybe wanted to break the kind of conformity of the Jedi Order.
Yep.
And also, if you notice, there was something I noticed a little while ago about Jod and even the characters. There is technically a character in the show that's going to show up that's called Jedi Nina Nawood.
Nina?
Nina.
Nina.
That's going to be played by Haley Webb. And
Where's the picture?
right here.
Oh.
But apparently, is that going to be
I wonder if it's going to be his sister.
sister?
Yeah.
Or will it be his wife?
Yeah, but Jedi can't marry.
But maybe that'd be why he left the Jedi Order. He was upset by that. That would go along with the whole nostalgic feeling of Star Wars if they be playing it kind of the Anakin
I think it's gonna be-
Skywalker style.
I wonder if it's going to be his sister.
It seemed more likely that it'd be his sister.
Yeah.
Because it says specifically Jedi Nina
Jedi.
Nawood.
okay, there you go.
But she seems a little too old to be a younger Jedi for a flashback, but it could still be a flashback.
Right.
I don't be knowing. I think she might show up
Or it's
for
his
real.
mother.
Ooh, I did not think of that.
Oh.
Mommy.
There are so many questions about this show, and that's what's so fun. We can speculate for
Right.
days on the open ocean together.
On the open seas.
But yes. So, Jad, do we think he's an actual Jedi? No, I don't be thinking.
No.
I think
he's force sensitive.
I believe
Yeah.
you that maybe he was a washout.
Yeah.
That he started to get his training, and something happened to him, his mother, his sister, his wife, whatever. He wanted to get out for various reasons, or he
Yep.
was just too selfish,
Or he just couldn't pass the trials.
he could have not passed the trials, or he'd be disillusioned.
He had the pirate gene in him.
He
He's too
did.
busy stealing.
Maybe he gave so much of his life to the Jedi Order, and something happened that he felt so betrayed that all the good he had always done wasn't enough. So he said, "Screw it! I'm
Yep.
gonna do things for me from now on.
I'm going to do things my way.
My way." But also, being in that cell, we touched upon this for a minute. Do you think he could have used the Force the whole time?
Yes.
Do you
I think he
he
was
was
just-
hiding the ability of the Force from his crew?
Yeah.
Do you think he's hiding the Force
think so.
ability from his crew, and that's why he didn't show it until that moment?
I think so.
Yeah.
And
I-
maybe
that'd be
got
making sense.
Maybe he's got a grand plan in mind, like we were saying.
Yeah, I'm curious. There's a lot to be.
He already stole that money and
Determined.
put it somewhere, and now he's like, "Yeah, I gotta get out of here."
Because, I mean, he could have forced
Mutiny then?
Jedi mind tricked
Yep.
pirates. That's could have how he got the gold. That could have been how he
Aye.
kept the crew under control a lot of time, following him, because he could control their minds, and they're not very smart anyway. They're so simple-minded.
Because they're pirates.
They're not, yeah. And then maybe Hondo is friends with him because
Maybe he was part of Hondo's crew.
maybe.
Maybe that's how we're gonna see Hondo.
I'd be
flashback.
wondering if that might be
That
how,
would be pretty cool.
That'd be
or if
awesome.
they need Hondo's help in
Maybe.
some scene or
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Or they bring the pirates together to attack somebody or something. Something bigger could happen here.
Yep.
Because also this be the time that Thrawn be coming back.
Yep.
True. Yeah.
So we could get some crossover here with the Mandalorian and also Ahsoka.
Yep.
So there
So
might
do
be a
you-
bigger threat
well,
that be
'cause
coming.
Vane is in here.
Do
Do you think this is before or after the Mandalorian?
I be thinking this is after the Mandalorian
Yeah.
season 3. Personally,
Like
Yeah.
Vane went back to the pirate port.
and
Do you think they're
got
gonna
joined a different
on a
crew.
new crew? Yeah.
and so it's only a matter of time before they run into the New Republic
Yep.
police.
Commies.
Who that be?
Carson Teva,
Carson Teva.
He's gonna be in this show too.
the new what do they call them? The something or others with the what are they called?
Who?
Rangers of the Republic or
Yeah.
something?
Rangers of the New
Or
Republic.
are we going to see the guy from the Big Blue Man from
Big
That
Blue
would be
Man.
a great.
Big Blue Man?
That would be great. From Rebels.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
I'm
forgetting
blanking.
his name now too. Oh no, we're having
Zabarelius.
Garrett Zabarelius.
Garazab.
That would be absolutely.
If
fantastic.
he's undercover at the pirate place or
Right.
something, and
Aye.
he's trying to find the money too, or who knows
Exactly.
what.
What a great tie-in that would be.
It would be.
I feel like this would be the right place for it in some ways, especially because this seems to be more in the outer rim of the galaxies,
Mm-hmm.
with the pirates taking over because of a newly formed government that has not been set up in its ways. They're taking
Yeah.
advantage as much as they can as pirates. Even the opening crawl was fantastic in
It
how
was.
they explained.
True.
Wasn't really a crawl, but the opening
It just sentences.
sentences I think got me right into the mood there. That was fantastic. But KG says after the Battle of Navarro, yes, I do believe it's bad because
It should
otherwise
be
we'd
anyway.
probably see Gordian Shard. I feel like he would be
Gordian
more of
Shard,
a player in this.
Well, was that
pirate
other one that got away? Was that him in this one, or is that just
I-
his species?
Nope, it'd be I believe
it was him.
people are saying, and I believe it's him.
Okay.
It's actually Vane. That's the
Yep.
one that
That
got
is
away.
Vane. Okay.
and that's a good
He
tie-in
was the
right
only
there.
one that was left alive.
Yeah, he is the
Yeah.
only one that escaped that.
So we
battle.
are already We are
Carson Teva.
We are already connected
to the
then.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
instantly. Within
Exactly.
the first episode.
Maybe that's how Carson Teva will be introduced. They'll be looking for Vane or something. And they'll stumble upon him at the pirate
right, but you
port.
could see Hera.
And then they
Hera
have a battle
knows.
at the pirate port.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Hera knows Hondo. You know, now we've got what's his name back now? We've got our guy Ezra, not Ezra. You know, he could be back.
Jabba.
He knows
Off-brand
Hondo
Ezra.
very
Jabba.
well. He knows Hondo very
He
well.
does know, and we
does.
could definitely see him.
That would be cool.
I would not be opposed to seeing a well-executed version.
Especially in this world because they know how to
Ezra.
act. Yeah, I feel like
Jabba.
he's got potential to be handled right in this.
That's the thing already. The first 2 episodes we're into this. I have more confidence in these directors and this story than I do in almost anything that's come before other than The Mandalorian, which, but I am really liking this. What be say? So glad we're not seeing more Gorian Salage Jones, Brown Pants Jones. Yes,
Ezra.
absolutely right. I feel like in some ways I'm glad that we're not seeing other characters yet
Yeah.
so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy
Honestly,
that
I
we're
want
getting
it-
a new story.
Yeah, I want it to remain that way.
And be its own
like
thing.
a few characters, like
Yeah, don't be dragged.
Hondo would be great,
Aye.
but like
But Mando and Grogu
don't
at
bring
the
in
end,
Mando.
maybe? No, not at all.
I wouldn't even
Okay.
say that. Don't do that.
Okay.
Aye.
Don't bring Luke. We don't need more Luke. Just stay away.
Aye.
Yeah.
Depends on how they execute it. I have more faith in these directors so far. But last character I want to touch upon here is Jaleel White as Gunter. We only see him briefly.
Yeah, he didn't do much.
In the attack, and then he turns his head and sees the crew. And it almost makes you think that he knows more of what's going on than
Right.
many others. Is he in with the plan with the captain? Because he seemed to be the captain's almost right-hand man
Yeah.
who's walking behind him in the opening scene.
Right.
But do you
Yeah.
guys think? What do you guys think about Gunter?
I like Gunter.
Jaleel
I
White.
wanted more. I feel like he
Yeah.
was. He looks kind of cool. I thought he would be in charge, not behind the other guy, unless he's
Right.
gonna
Urkel.
mutiny against.
Another mutiny.
Unless he's gonna mutant the wolf, you know,
Brutus.
and then-
Brutus.
or maybe he's good and he's undercover, or maybe he's actually
maybe he's,
friends with
Or
Jod.
maybe he's a New Republic spy.
I could be.
Could be.
There's a theory.
I don't know.
going on out
I
there.
want good things for Urkel. I listened to an interview with him, and
Yep.
he didn't have much to say because he wasn't allowed to say anything about the show. But he said that they definitely spent a lot of money. So-
it be
and
looking
it
like
shows.
it shows in this show that they be seeing lots of money. Also, a hilarious rumor or theory that's been going around is Steve Urkel an alien that was sent to Earth to collect the DNA of the girl that he falls in love with? And if so, does that make Urkel canon in Star Wars, that Jaleel White's character Gunter is actually the same person
It's
I
as
hope so.
Oh my
Stephen
gosh.
Urkel?
He was flying the ship that E.T. got off on, and
What you be thinking about that crazy
Right?
theory? How hilarious
that.
would that be?
Well, you got to think though, because Star Wars is in a galaxy far, far away, a long, long time ago.
Unless at Aten it'd be Earth in this universe.
Earth.
Maybe.
That'd be the theory Dan be proposing earlier.
I like it. I like it. Fact checker said Brutus won't last long.
ooh.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
I
I hope
kinda
he
like
doesn't
him.
just, get snuffed out real quick.
I feel as though he'd be kind of like a. What's the name of the Captain Pirate in Barbosa?
Barbosa.
He plays a very good.
He just
Yeah,
dies and comes
captain.
back to life a lot.
I almost believe that he'd be like a Captain Barbosa of this this show. We'll see how far they go. I know
far
more
they
pirates will die. I'll say
Yep.
that.
Yeah, I think
Hopefully
so.
they're generic ones.
Yes.
Throwaways.
throwaways, red shirts.
Yeah.
By the way, the poll here says
Aye.
it's a toss up. It's
Toss
is,
it right up.
is Jod. His name is Jod.
Jod.
Jod. Jod.
Jude Law, Jedi Jude Jod Law. He's a
Jod
Jedi
Law.
for sure, says 43%.
Aye.
Another
wow.
43% says he's force sensitive but not Jedi.
Aye.
Yep.
And 14% says no, he's pulling a pirate trick.
I don't know how
So-
you pull a pirate trick with the Force.
Yes.
It's on a string and he just does this and it's like,
Anything could happen.
I believe that he's just using the term Jedi to win the trust
Yep,
of the
yep.
lads, because they do show that in the trailer that Wim, they ask him, "Are you a Jedi?" and he says, kind of eerily, "Sure."
Sure.
I think he says sure, right? Or does he say
I don't know.
absolutely? He says something similar like that, like whatever you want me to be, I'll
Yep.
be. That's kind of the thought I'm getting when it comes to that.
When it comes to that.
But we got to end this segment of the show. But before we do, let's get some last predictions. Where do you think they be going from here in the show, guys? Before we see it,
I don't know, but I like this. Sonya says, "I bet I can take on Vane and Skeleton Crew or Mandalorian. I bet Vane has never fought a girl like me. Been doing my workouts."
Nice.
That's right.
Aye.
You're like Fern there, Sonya. You could take him on. Absolutely. He would run in fear.
Also, quite interesting that Fern grabbed a blaster on the ship.
I know.
And
It-
Wim and
it-
them are looking.
It kind of was just
different.
added, though. I didn't see her grab it.
Yeah, me neither.
Aye,
It was just
kinda
on her
more
leg,
off-screen.
and I was like, oh, I guess she has a gun now.
Yeah.
Aye.
She's never used it before, but
No.
she knew how to use it, and
Yeah.
it would been sitting there for who knows how long.
And still
And it
works.
still
Worked. Well, so did the ship. The ship was just laying dormant, completely
Aye.
buried in dirt for who knows how many generations.
Part of the
and
ship,
you
part
just
of the
hit the
crew.
right button, and
Aye.
it just automatically everything works.
Right.
I don't know. If I left my computer buried underground for like 10 years, 100 years, I'm pretty sure I couldn't pull it out and turn it on, much less all the
Right.
fuel be good, all of the rocket
You put
stabilizers. be
fuel in your computer?
Yeah, I put gasoline in
Aye.
it. That's how it runs so good.
That's how it's running so good tonight.
That's what I'm smelling.
That's right.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
It's
Open the
begun
window.
powder.
But
It's gunpowder.
I think where the show is going, I think it's just going to be like a reimagining of either Treasure Planet or
In reverse, though, kinda.
sort of. Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of story, though.
Aye,
Yeah, or maybe like Peter Pan, something. I don't know.
because
It's got elements of both.
Hey, there'll be lots of mystery. What's the point of the show so far?
Yeah.
Basically, now
Adventure.
at this point, adventure, but they also need to be getting home.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's become...
Do you think they're gonna find home?
Ooh,
in this
that's-
season?
Ooh, that's a good question.
The problem is if they get home, if they find home, that might not be what they want once they realize that everybody else wants to find their home.
Yeah.
Because if their home is now under threat because every pirate in the galaxy wants that cash and the threat just keeps growing, they're not going to want to go back home.
Right.
Because they're not going to want to destroy the few things that they loved. Maybe Wim does.
Aye.
Wim
like,
doesn't care. He's like,
Let's
I don't.
destroy it.
He's like, they were going to make me go become some annoying accountant anyway. I'd rather be out here flying
You
around.
went straight to the dark.
Straight to
Aye.
dark.
Straight to the dark.
So, but I think that pretty much encompasses what has already started off to be a very good show.
It's very promising.
enjoyable. Yeah.
It'd be very promising. There's so many nuggets of gold in there that we be loving. It's fun, although knowing Lucasfilm and Star Wars, we're keeping our heads on a swivel.
Yep.
As you never know when that backstab might be coming, the mutiny that Lucasfilm is famous for these days. So, with that, you always need to be cautious. That's what a pirate does. A pirate stays cautious.
A pirate's head is always on a swivel.
Always
Like
be
this.
That's also why we be having parrots.
Yep.
Their heads be on a swivel
Yeah,
as well.
that's true.
But it's just true. There's so many pirates going on. I think lots of good things are yet to come. They're setting up a good story with lots of mysteries and lots of things to discover and have fun along the way. But I am looking forward to the next part. What be this question or comment here?
Will they let the people of Atten let the kids return? Will they even go looking for them? Or will the government just say the kids never existed?
Ooh,
That's a good question.
Good
Or maybe they're going to
questions.
be like, oh, yeah, we're looking for them, but they don't actually send out any probes or anything.
And then Wendell's like, oh, well, I guess my son's gone forever. I can
No.
go back to work at least.
No, the great thing is Wendell will be like, you know what? I'm going to go look for him myself. and somehow
I-
he's going to get off the planet.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I believe it's going to turn into a Finding Nemo situation.
Well, because that's true. Because he realized that the droids weren't doing anything, or the droids were mad at him.
well,
or something.
they were taking him somewhere.
They were
and
taking him
that's the last
somewhere.
we saw.
Okay, so
And
he's
I'm
gonna
wondering if he's
turn?
going to be like detained or something. And then he's going to be like, what's going on here?
No, but in the trailer, Wendell says to what's her face, the proctor lady,
Yeah.
Farah, that they need to do something about it. That we can't just sit there and wait. I believe that is a line that he says in the show, or at least in the trailer. So I believe it's going to be a Finding Nemo situation where he goes to find his son, and along the way, he and Farah maybe find love in each other.
There you go.
What is it with you and love?
I don't know.
But then Fern and Wim couldn't get together because they'd be siblings or something.
Not being loved by my father has really left a love hole in my heart. Almost the
And
size.
he was gone.
And he was gone, just like the hole in my eye.
Yeah.
Ah!
Wow, you just spit like 10 feet.
My
That's crazy.
apologies. That's what pirates do.
I like that one, though, Skylark.
Hey, what'd she be saying?
Wendell, more
Wendell.
like Loosedale.
Loosdale.
Okay, that was lame.
Call
Lady
yourself
Lark.
out.
Arr, Lady Lark.
Aye.
There we go.
All right, well, let us know in the comments below. Did ye like this show? Did you like episode 1? Did you like episode 2? Who's your favorite character? And what do you think's to come of this show? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about old pirate Dusty Bones. All righty then. We got other things to get to, but we appreciate everyone who's been here tonight, following along, having fun, talking skeleton crew with this skeleton crew here tonight. Right.
Speaking of,
I
should probably get going.
The lad has to get in his dinghy and head off.
I gotta go venture forth on Hoth.
Speaking of which, dinghies, real fast.
Dinghies.
Hilarious enough, the ship that got them from the ship to the pirate dock was actually called a dinghy.
A dinghy.
It was called a dinghy.
And it had tape on the outside.
Yep, it did.
Absolutely
crazy.
hilarious.
It was.
And an excellent use of pirate lingo, pirate terms, boating, all of the goodness there.
All of the good
Well, thanks for joining us tonight here, laddie.
All right, we'll be back in
Crimson
2
Sith.
minutes. All right, we're gonna
We'll
change
be
scenes,
right back.
and we'll be right back in 0.03 seconds.
Bye,
all right?
everybody.
Right, Pirate Dustin.
We'll be back. Hi. Oh, no, I mean, hi. And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us there for a little bit of an intermission. I like that intermission there button, Dan. That's really nice.
It comes in handy for just such an occasion.
Now it's going to be tough for me not to talk like a pirate. Whenever you get into character and you stay with
Yeah,
it for
right.
so long.
It's tough. It's tough to get out of it, eh?
It's tough to get out of it. So thank you, everybody, for bearing with me while I did the whole Pirate Dustin thing. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. But now it's Pirate Vader. Pirate Vader.
Pirate Vader.
And we got Gonk here. Battery. Barry. He's one of a kind. I love it.
That's right. He's excited.
But we do have another segment to get to here, which we're very excited about, as this is a complete exclusive. Complete exclusive. This has not been said anywhere or done anywhere on the interwebs, okay? So, the news that we've been given by one Raph Heber is oh, I see.
Sorry.
No, I'm like, I never know. Now I'm seeing them. Like, should I read them? Should I just keep going?
You can do whatever you want.
Right.
It's done.
Anyway,
Yeah.
no, thank you for the
keep
comment, though. Appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. Thanks for having fun with us. But no, Raph Heber sent us some information, and he said that we could release it exclusively here on Stay on Target. So we are super excited to announce it. But before even we do that, I want to give him a shout out and a congratulations, because Brightstar now has officially made it over 1 million views. Yes. Absolutely fantastic. We always knew it would get there, honestly. I mean, I think in one of the first conversations we had with them, I was like, how is this not already over 1 million views?
Yeah, right.
Because if you haven't seen Star Wars Brightstar, definitely go check it out on Archangel Epics. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell them that we sent you. You will not be disappointed at all. At all. And it's a fantastic film, and I feel like he did such a good job with that. It's reminiscent in some ways of even this show and how they did such a good job creating a new story, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So, but we're going to get into this news, though, here. So they made it to 1 million views, so definitely just tell them congratulations out there.
Absolutely,
in the chat,
congrats.
In the comments,
Well worth it.
everything. Absolutely.
Something we all aspire to as YouTube people.
Yes.
Any creator.
Exactly. Yeah, we all want everybody to see as much as possible, and it's just cool to see that the fans spoke, and we saw it early on. We were like, man, this show, this fan film is absolutely fantastic, and that's why we couldn't sing its praises enough, and so much so that Raph has come on our show multiple times, and what an epic dude that guy is. He is so cool. But let's get to the news. That's what you guys want to know. So the scoop here that he has given us the ability to release is, so with the 1 million, hitting the 1 million view mark, they have officially in earnest started the production of the sequel to Star Wars Brightstar, and it is going to be called Star Wars Darkling. The Brightstar saga continues. So there it is. This is official from Raphael Heber and Archangel Epics. This is the official font, the official title there of what is going to come. Star Wars Darkling. They're working hard behind the scenes right now as we speak. And I just got to say, I can't be more excited about this. I am so excited to see where he goes, especially with the success of the first one and everything they've done and the way they treat the characters with respect and just did a fantastic job. And they brought family. That was the other thing. They brought family back into Star Wars, which I really appreciated. But Star Wars Darkling. What do you guys think about it? Are you guys excited as we are? We are super excited. I like the font, the way he did all of this. It looks
me too.
absolutely fantastic.
I love the look of it. The title is epic. It has me nervous. It has me excited.
The music you're playing has me nervous.
The music
as well.
is rising and falling with with this thing so far. But the Darkling, who is the Darkling? Ling
pirate.
usually means a youngin', usually, I think. So
it feels like it.
Is it possible? Like, are our theories, like, was it a child? Is it somebody else?
Right.
Is it,
Well,
has time passed? I know.
Where did we leave off in the story? So that's
Yeah.
the interesting thing in the story. I don't want to spoil it. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it a little bit. But in the story, we leave off with the daughter,
Yeah.
who we find out is force sensitive and survives. Is that the Darkling? Is the dark side calling to her? We're just totally speculating here. We actually have no idea. He has given us no.
No, we just are Star Wars speculators.
We're Star Wars speculators.
That's
Star Wars
all
fans.
we do.
We're fans of Archangel Epics, just like you should be as well.
Yeah, it's a 1 million. This is the kind of stuff that if Star Wars knew better, they would be picking these kinds of people to
Yes.
write and direct these types of things. Very similar to what Star Trek did recently in that fan film that came out. I don't know if you
heard
saw
about
it.
that.
But
I
these
did
are the
not
kinds
see
of
it.
these are the kinds of things that 1 million people get behind, and Star Wars pays attention and realize that, hey, this is quality. People are enjoying this stuff. What is it about this that makes it so good that people are liking so much, right?
Right.
Is there something we can emulate? I don't know. We've picked apart Brightstar a lot, and there's a huge reason why it's so good. So the sequel is exciting. I mean, this is really exciting for us. Yes. I know it's a lot of work, and he put in years of work for it. So, you got to start somewhere. So, if only Dustin had finished writing his fan film. But right now we're
still working on it.
Right now we've got Archangel Epics coming out with the next one, and he's right here with us.
He is.
This is so fun.
What's up, Archangel Epics?
Yeah, he said earlier. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, he did have a comment.
Yeah. Anyway, just basically,
he said thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys. This is exciting.
Guys.
Yeah, so we're pretty darn excited.
Thank you, Raph.
Thanks
for letting us be the first ones to announce this momentous occasion. That is a great honor he bestowed upon us. But it's just great to see. We're excited for what he's got coming. We got it right up there. Yep, on the screen. Thank you,
click
Skylark.
on that link in the chat if you want to go watch it.
I'll help him get to 2 million views. I think get to 2 easily now at this point. Now that he's over 1 million, the sky is the limit at this point.
Oh, without a doubt.
And it's crazy because we knew it was going to get there, and we saw it early on. And yes, that was part of the reason we brought it to the show is because we wanted to show everybody out there and sing his praises, but also to show a great example of what Star Wars still can be. And the way that he handled everything in that, I feel like he did such a better job than what Disney Star Wars was doing and it has done in the past. So the fact that he did that on the budget he had and everything he had going and executed things so much better, in my opinion, it's fantastic. So definitely go watch it. Get excited for Star Wars Darkling. Just like we are. We are super excited for it. And speculate away what you guys think is going to happen in the next one. We want to hear from all you guys out there. But, and again, I want to end it here and say, definitely go to his channel, like, comment, subscribe, tell him that we sent you, and just enjoy all the awesome stuff that they have going on over there. So, cool. That's the news. That's the awesome news.
It's pretty huge.
He's saying here, he's in the comments, he said, we couldn't have hit 1 million without you. Thanks again. Oh, I don't know about that. We had a very small part in it, and we're just honored to be a part of it, and we're glad that we could help in any way. In any way. If there's ever anything else you need from us,
let us know.
We're not too far away.
Yeah.
Hoth is not too far away from you. Just saying.
Even Gonk wants in on the action.
Yeah, Gonk. Gonk would be amazing in there.
Pirate Vader.
Pirate Vader. Arrgh. Pirate Dusty Bones.
Pirate Dusty Bones.
That could still work.
It could still work. You
Wow,
just never know.
Shamelessly plugging ourselves away. You don't have to use us at all.
No.
or anything.
No, but that's awesome.
All right. Well, thank you again, Archangel Epics. We appreciate you, and we love everything you're doing over there. You rock, man. And we're planning on having him back on the show.
Maybe we can get his thoughts soon about this show, because
Yes.
I'm sure he likes
that.
the nostalgia, the Amblin feel. I'm curious. He's got probably a cool, fun spin on or take on what it. I'm sure he's super busy as well. But
oh yeah, he is a very busy man. But
yeah.
We're gonna get him back on the show, and we can't wait to talk to him about all things Star Wars, Skeleton Crew, also Star Wars Darkling. I can't wait to pick his brain. I was trying to get him on the show already, but he is a busy man for sure, and totally understandable. But all right, cool. Well, let's keep moving here. Totally excited. Definitely go watch it again. Right, meow. And well, maybe after the stream, or you can go right now. It's okay. All right, and we have one last last thing here tonight that we wanted to dive into real fast. We had some people send us some stuff. We haven't opened it yet, and I'm excited. Are you excited, Dan?
I'm really excited, actually. Yeah, we got a box sent to the studio, and we brought the box in here with us. It's not inside of Battery. But
no,
it's
that
actually
would be
that would be pretty cool if Battery just handed it to you.
That would have been smart.
We actually probably should have done that, but no, we can't edit it now. But what's in the box, says KG.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
All right, here we go, people.
All right, we're gonna go widescreen, and we're gonna see Dustin. He's cutting it open there, and he's always comes prepared with his EDC.
Oh yeah, I love EDC.
He loves it. He's good at it. He's the best.
Cut away from yourself.
Yes, always cut away. I did a bunch of carpeting recently, and I learned cut away from yourself.
Did you learn it the hard way, or did
no?
you?
Thankfully, I mean almost the hard way. You know how you have like near misses, and you're like, "What was I thinking?"
Yeah.
You know. But everything's I got all my limbs intact. But anytime you get a sharp blade, keep it going the opposite direction.
Oh my! Wow! Look in here. This looks very Christmassy to me.
What? Oh my goodness. Okay,
Are we getting early Christmas presents?
Is
Is this how we're starting the season? The Christmas season?
You know, Nick left. He looks like Nick might have just left at the wrong time. Maybe if it says
get to
Nick's
keep his
name,
present.
we're opening it.
We're totally keeping it.
For sure.
All right, cool. Let me keep diving in.
Yeah, keep diving. What does it say? What does it do?
Oh, sorry.
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Well,
okay, this one says Matt.
Okay, well, Matt's going to have to earn his.
All right. Should we make them wait and open it when they're...
I think so.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll open ours. We won't give everything away.
Yeah.
We'll open ours, and we'll do it whenever we get everybody...
Okay.
Nice. This is for... No, for someone else. Here you go. This one's yours, Dan. This one's yours. Christmas. Christmas time is here. Is that copyright? Oh, there's Nick. Sith Nick. He's missing it. He's missing it. All right. And here's mine. All right, cool. Well, we'll open... Dan and I will open ours tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm not waiting. This is Christmas.
Yeah, this is Christmas to us. You gave us a box. We're going to open it.
Nice Guy says, LOL, make them wait.
We're going to make them wait. We're going to make them wait. But there are lots more presents here. And, yeah, so there's Nick, Matt.
For sure.
Is that fact checker? I think fact checker, yeah.
Had a drum roll, Dustin.
All right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I could go.
Go.
You can
do it.
go first.
You do
All
it.
right,
I open the box. You open your present first.
You open
I'm
the
excited
box.
to see this.
All right.
Thanks, everybody, for watching along with
Thank
us
you.
and
Yeah,
having
this
fun.
is pretty cool.
This is awesome.
And
for all you great fans, this is again crazy that you guys are sending this. I mean, they blessed us a couple weeks ago. We definitely missed you guys while we were off last week. It was odd not being with everyone, but we hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna play my favorite song while I'm opening this.
Do it. Do it.
It's just a nice string quartet. So, Christmas quartet. All right, here we go.
All right. Do it.
It's very nicely wrapped, I must say. It says,
Why
O-O-O.
don't you just switch to you on this one?
Oh, that's true. I got it. Here we go. Watch this. Look at this. It says O-O-O right here. Or is that ho-ho-ho?
I think it's ho-ho.
Oh, okay. Santava would know.
Santava would know the ho-ho-ho. O-O-O.
Or maybe it's no, no, no.
Maybe. Don't open. That's like what was it? Dead inside? Or don't dead, open inside or something
That's
like that?
right. Don't dead open inside.
Is that from, I forget the show.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Okay.
What is that?
All right. It looks like an article of clothing. Not just any article of clothing. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. I can't even... What is that?
Whoa. Dude.
All of the Bad Batch.
That is awesome.
All of the coolest helmets.
Yes.
Look at that.
Look at that.
And it's so soft. It's extremely soft.
Right. And we do have some information on who sent this and everything,
do.
too, which we will get to in just a sec. But we're just admiring
Look at that artwork.
the craftsman, the artwork. Man, that is an epic T-shirt.
Dang. I like the tech. You know, it reminds me of my favorite guy, Tech, who's no longer with us. He's officially gone, right?
That was a miss, dude. That was a miss
Yeah.
for me.
But look at that. Bo-Katan. Who else we got on here, Dustin? Help me out.
Oh, we got Captain Rex, but an Ahsoka style helmet,
Yeah.
I believe,
Yeah.
and then we got Bo-Katan. Who else do we have there? Tech. We got Wrecker. We got Cross. Is that Crosshair?
Yeah, it's definitely Crosshair. Yeah.
Hunter.
Wrecker.
Oh man, there's a lot. I just think, is that just a generic
It might
clone
be.
at the bottom? We got different Mandalorian on the bottom right. There is, I believe, the Mandalorian from Clone Wars. I forget, is Gar Saxon? I think is his name.
Could be. Yeah.
And then on the left there
yeah.
is, what's the helmet? I'm drawing a blank now. That's another Mandalorian helmet. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on that one. The middle left, right below Bo. You're gonna have to let us know in the chat.
This is from it looks like
you know-
Allison Stitchery Parlor. Only top-notch quality. No, it's not itchy. It's very comfortable. I'm going to put it on right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. So
Thank you so very much. This is way too kind. Thank you very much.
Christmas
I'm going to
came
put it on
early.
while I transition to Dustin here, but this is so cool.
Oh my.
Perfect
goodness.
time of year for it because we got a lot of snow here on Hoth.
Oh,
Thank you,
we've got
guys.
dumped on for sure. Wow, epic, Dan. That looks fantastic. And yeah, just to give you guys the rundown, who sent
Coruscant
this?
Guard. Yeah, Death Watch. I'm struggling to name
That's
everyone.
what Death Watch. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so this is from the Rolls tonight. So the Rolls. So Hannah, Night Sky, their mom sent it to us. Wow, the whole family's involved, which is absolutely epic. Allison Roll, along with her shop. So this comes from her shop, which is called Allison's Stitchery Parlor, and it's on Facebook and Instagram. We will link it if we haven't already. We will link it so you can see her work and what she's done. So they're gifting us this to us, which is absolutely fantastic, and we love it, and we appreciate you guys so much. You guys already blessed us a few weeks ago, and you're blessing us again, and we're hopeful that we can do the same for you guys. But wow, incredible stuff.
Oh, Ben.
That's an epic shirt. All right,
So cool.
I'm gonna open mine. But yes, yeah. So definitely check out her Facebook page, and thank you guys so much. All the work that you guys did to put into this. How incredibly kind that is, you know.
Yeah.
Which
without a
is
doubt.
tis the season.
Tis
all right,
the season. Yes.
man. Oh yeah, baby. Nice. This one's mine.
Is it yours, Dustin?
It's all mine. Oh,
Oh,
nice.
it's so legit. It's glorious.
That's awesome.
There we go. It's beautiful. It's
Oh.
beautiful.
Nice. I like it. We got like the same characters, but in a different
Different arrangement,
And
yeah.
Is yours a sweater? Or is it
Yes.
long sleeve.
Mine is a sweater.
Oh, sweet. Okay, like a crew neck sweater. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, and mine is as well. Dang.
So nice. Look at that. It's like a glove.
That fits like a glove. It makes
perfect.
you look
With the Stay on Target logo and everything.
with the. I know. I love that aspect. Thank you guys for doing that.
So sweet.
Yeah, that is absolutely epic. I love all the characters, the Stay on Target, the crew neck sweater, which we need. It's Christmas time. It's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside.
If too, if you wear this,
Yeah.
so
Is this available for
people.
Is this available for people, or is it more custom stuff? I need to
Yeah.
have more. The fact checker is the one who knows a lot about this. She's feeding us a little bit more information as we're coming here. And if you guys in the chat also let us know, Hannah and Night Sky and everyone else, if we're missing anything, definitely let us know. Okay, Hannah says it's exclusive and custom. All right, so it is exclusive and
Very
custom.
cool.
So it's custom work there. So if you want a custom T-shirt, that's the place to go, which is
and
fantastic.
it looks like the link is right here for Facebook. So
All right,
if
so-
you want to check it out,
Check it
right
out
there.
right there.
that's so cool.
And give them a like. Give them a like over there. Tell them that we sent you. And you can see firsthand. Well, I guess not firsthand. You can see it with your own eyes on our show, though. The quality of content or materials and everything that they make. And we can say here that it's absolutely fantastic. Loving every aspect of it. Just how cool, man.
They're crisp.
Yeah.
It
I'm
feels
going
nice.
to wear that a lot.
It's very nice.
You're going to see that on a lot
it's
of episodes.
extremely comfortable. It includes all of my favorite characters, all of my favorite helmeted characters. Custom matching helmet.
That would be crazy.
Maybe.
That would be absolutely no. But this is absolutely fantastic. Thank you guys so much. We can't thank you
Oh,
enough.
it sounds like Allison was watching and said thanks so much from her.
Hopefully, it didn't take too long to get there. Sorry.
Super cool. Thank you.
But yeah, well, yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's Christmas. You guys are just too kind.
It's Christmas. Everybody is too kind. We have the best gonkers out there. That's one thing that we love about our channel, our show, and this community and Star Wars community as a whole is how incredibly giving everybody is, how encouraging everyone is, how talented everybody is, and how we will all want to lift each other up, and especially in this season and Christmas season, but also just in general. We're kind of going through a dark time in Star Wars, it feels like, but the fans always are there in Star Wars, and they always have each other's backs. And our gonkers out there, you guys are fantastic. You guys are what keep this show going. We really couldn't do it without you guys and without your support. So we really appreciate you guys so much. And these little gifts, this is not a little gift. This is a huge gift, and it means the world to us. It absolutely does. That's just so cool that you guys take the time and effort to do that.
And the creativity, the artistic ability to do this. Star Wars fans are always looking for something fresh, something personalized, right?
Right.
So, of course, as the Stay on Target personality, having that right smack dab in the middle of it is kind of legit. and it also includes, I mean, my favorite characters. So,
oh, yeah.
So many stories, so many good times watching these guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, well said.
Now, Dustin, you just need to get your full helmeted self and the full suit. I know Nick wants his full.
One day we will all have our own, I feel like at some point, our own Mandalorian armor that we will all don someday. And I am excited for that day because I've really been enjoying crafts, as you can see.
Yeah, and the other guys are going to have to wait and open their. That's cool.
And fact checker, when fact checker's back, I'm sure she's gonna love opening hers as well. And everybody here on Stay on Target, they even got some more behind the scenes people here, which was very thoughtful and kind.
Yeah, I think there's something else for my wife in there. So
yeah, mine as well. So I definitely jump on it, get to him quick, and check him out and get some good stuff. So cool beans. That was fantastic. I feel like that's a fantastic way really to conclude this episode of Stay on Target. We've talked about a lot of things tonight. There's been pirates. There's been some breaking news. What a crazy episode we have coming off a break. You know what I mean? We're getting exclusives from Archangel. We're getting exclusive sweaters, custom-made stuff here. Skeleton Crew is actually fantastic so far. It's nice to talk about something good in Star Wars again that we're all enjoying. And I don't think this could have been a better night.
I agree, yeah.
I don't think.
Apparently, we were playing tricks on everybody too, because every time I went to this 3-camera shot, it was muting. So they probably got like half of what we said there, but. It wasn't on that shot too much. It was mostly on you and me and whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, they were saying it in the chat, but I was so distracted. So we just kept it interesting. And Hunter says quality reports in the tank. So
oh shoot,
wouldn't be a Stay on Target show without quality report dipping in the tank every once in a while, right, Gunk?
It's
that's right, Vader. What do you got to say about it? I don't know.
He just wheezes.
He's just wheezing.
He's wheezing over there.
Anyway, we're back. And
Tamerkin says my quote. It's a live show.
Just kidding, we're not done yet. Yeah,
it's a live show.
It's a live show.
It's so true, and it happens. It wouldn't be the same if
even with the new technology.
Yeah, honestly though, I'm very impressed. Dan has reworked everything, literally in the studio, and when it comes to the technology we're using, And this is the first one that you guys get to see of it, so I'm just happy that nothing else went wrong, really. But it seems to be going pretty smooth. Other than that, that's just a minor thing. If it was on Studio B, everything would have crashed at this point. So
it's been pretty smooth. I'm surprised because we're literally in the middle of like a blizzard here on Hoth. And,
we are.
And the fact that the network hasn't dropped, I shouldn't say anything, but it's been pretty smooth so far. So, yeah. Tamerkin says I've started saying that anytime something goes wrong.
That's hilarious.
Thanks,
I actually do too.
It's a live show.
It's a live show.
It's genius.
There's so many quotable lines here on Stay on Target. And that's one of the benefits you have of watching Stay on Target. And with that, I think we need to get off target and get the gonk out of here because it's been a long show, but we've had a ton of fun talking all things Skeleton Crew, Wrath, Archangel Epic, Star Wars, Darklighter. We also got custom stuff. Again, check them out. We can't say that enough. And anything else, Dan, before we get out of here? I think we got to call it a night.
No, I think that's about it, man. It's been fun. Skeleton Crew is off and rolling. Maybe this is the return to greatness. Making Star Wars great again. Maybe the Skeleton Crew can do it, Dustin.
I hope. I'm just so nervous. I'm really excited. I feel like they're going to execute and it's going to be really good. We'll do it live. It's so true. That's hilarious. But I have high hopes. I don't have high hopes. I have medium hopes because I'm trying not to get too excited because I'm still nervous because anything could happen. I just don't want to get my hopes up again. If they do it in this show of all the other shows, especially what we've seen so far, I feel like it's going to hurt even more. You know what I mean? And I know for a lot of people, I think Hunter included, he said if it's not good, he is done. Like done. Or maybe that was Andor. I can't remember if it was Andor or if it was. I think it was this one though. And but yeah, so there's a lot of fans in that same boat. So let's hope that the pirates can stay afloat in Skeleton Crew. And it turns out fantastic. I want it to be fantastic. I want it to be good. And here on Stay on Target, if it's good, we will shout it from the rooftops. And if it's bad, we'll let you know as well. We try to be as fair and as balanced as possible by giving our own opinions of it. And we hope that by sharing it with all of you guys, you can share it as well and have your own opinions. That's totally fine, and we love that. But thank you all so much for joining tonight. We hope you guys had a good time. You had fun talking all things Star Wars, Skeleton Crew, Archangel Epics. I'm going through them all again, which I don't need to. But we're going to be back same time, same place, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, he said it was the Amanda. Wow, I was way off. Wow. Sorry. Very good.
I just wanted to use that
you
sound
were
effect.
just waiting
I just
on that
set it
one.
up for that. Yeah, no, but 7 o'clock on Tuesday, the show comes out.
It comes out at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
9 p.m.,
But
okay.
6 p.m. Whatever it is over in California or whatever. 6 p.m. there.
Yeah.
Time zones are not my strong suit. But but anyway, we can't wait to hear your thoughts about everything in Skeleton Crew, and we can't wait to watch more next week and talk about it all again next week. Not all the same stuff, obviously, the new episode. And it's going to be a good time. So come back. We're going to have lots of fun, and keep an eye here on Stay on Target because we got new stuff and more stuff coming out all the time. And join up if you're a member. Check out our merch. We do have new Gonk merch as well. Shameless plug. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. But definitely check us out as well and get some custom stuff if you want custom.
Oh, hands down. This
All
is
right.
legit.
Cool. Well, pilot Dan at the helm
We're going to fly us out of here.
with his pinchers and his pistol-proof personality.
That's right. Pistol proof. That's right. I dodged all the bullets.
You dodged all the bullets.
That's right. Just about. Just about.
Only one caught you in the leg, and that's how it got to your peg leg now.
That's right. It can happen to the best of us.
It's a live show.
Despite everything else. But it's been fun. We'll see you guys. I'm looking forward to next week and what Skeleton Crew brings us. I'm looking for a long episode. I want like a 45-minute.
I hope it's long.
I like that first one being like 48 minutes. You really had
Yeah.
time to breathe and settle into the world.
Yeah. Especially with it only being eight episodes long.
Yeah.
I really hope they don't make it short. and fill it with fluff like
Yeah.
they did like with Ahsoka and
Like,
stuff
give
like
us
that.
all meat, you know?
Yeah,
So
give us the
far,
meat.
it kind of feels like that.
Yeah,
So.
I felt like the pacing was really good. We didn't even talk about that, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right, we won't go back into it. But great thoughts, Dan. Thank you again for flying the ship as always. Studio A here looks fantastic. So let's get the gonk out of here and have a great night. We love every single one of you. We hope you had a great night, and we'll catch you next time. Don't forget to always stay on target.
Avast ye land lovers! We be having a great night with all of ya. And to you all, we hope you have a fantastic night. Watch out for them there pirates. They be right around every corner. From Pirate Dusty Bones, we'll see ya next week. Unless I see ya first.